So I see in the chat they're getting pissed. They're like, "What the fuck?" Well,
It's not my fault, y'all.
I got stuck in traffic, and so I think and Litt might be sick.
No, he's working till 9. He said so.
Oh, okay.
He's got another 20 minutes at work or so.
Yeah, you're not feeling it. I know he wasn't feeling good earlier in the week. I think he's like patient zero for the new bird flu / COVID. We'll call it COVID flu. But yeah.
What up, everybody?
All right. So we got the names down for everybody that was on X. So that signed up. There was 260 people or 260. There was 260 comments, 248 people.
I have 197 names on here on this one.
197?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's what came in the email you sent.
So yeah, I'll double check that. I think it was like 220, 210. Anyway, when do you want to do that?
Whenever you're ready, you let me know.
I think after we wrap up here, we'll jump on X Spaces real quick, and we'll rattle off 10 of them since it's 4X or whatever, and that way I can post them and then start getting them on there, start getting them on the way. Start getting them on the way. Hey, you guys like carts, right?
Of course.
So we were talking about this the other day. So like so you get you have the clear, kind of slight honey, all that, and then then you have the real dark, which is usually looked upon as like super old or something like that, But so somebody was mentioning the other day that they were like that they like the clear carts, and I was like, well, a lot of that's just a lot of the terps, all the cannabinoids, and all that is stripped out of it,
Yeah, no, they don't have to. In my opinion, they don't have to be clear. If they have a little amber to them, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
If they're too dark, they usually don't have a good taste to them because I don't know. In my opinion, again, they're usually burnt.
Yeah, well, it's usually burnt or it's aged out,
Yeah, exactly.
They're too old. They're too old. And so, but yeah, it was an interesting conversation to say the least. But yeah, they and then they have I've been seeing a lot more like hemp stuff pop up as of late too. Like and then you got those gas station cards,
Yeah. the synthetics, the deltas and the synthetics.
Well, the thing is like, okay, look at everything that's ever been synthesized. It's no good for the body. Your body rejects synthetics, you name it, whatever it is, right? So like, or it's harmful to the body, right? So like, look at pain medication. It's a synthetic form of fill in the blank, right? So like, was it
diluted version of whatever it's supposed to be.
Yeah, because what is it? It's that's why the Oxycontins were so popular, is because basically it's synthesized heroin, essentially, right? If I'm correct.
I gotta pop on Facebook. Forgot that was on.
Or it's harmful.
There we go.
Yeah, there's a bit of a delay. But yeah, anytime you synthesize nature, you're gonna run into a problem. Medication.
Whoa.
Is that me or you?
No, that was my. I was trying to get into Facebook to make it make my audience visible. If that makes sense. I had to make it public because I had it on just friends.
Oh.
And we don't see the comments from it unless there's unless it's in public mode. Because
I was wondering why I couldn't see like the comments, like notifications. Cause I was like, they're saying the comments is coming in, but I don't see no notification. Usually give you like a number of how many.
Yeah, we got 24 in all watching at the moment.
Yeah, it's coming.
Everyone that's he said, "Fuck that shit blows ass." So everyone that's on Facebook, Twitch, X, anywhere over there, make sure you guys hit that link that I've been spreading in there. Get into the chat together on the GTC page on the Home Growers Network. Pause this. There we go.
Somebody was hiding backstage.
No, I came in late. I didn't get on here until what, 5:40 or something like that. So it's all my fault.
Nah, you're
good.
Tristan was like, "Damn it, man! I needed to start this at 5:05," and I was like, "Dude, my bad. Traffic sucks." And then all of a sudden, Bones texted me. He's like, "Hey, old man, where you at? What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Oh man, my bad." Because you guys stayed ready. You guys stay ready. So you guys were in there 10 minutes before. You know,
I was only here 2 minutes before you came in here.
Twisted and Boneyard are like, if you're not 10 minutes early, you're 10 minutes late, you know, right? If you're on time, you're 10 minutes late or something like that.
If you're just gonna be late, that's what my boss used to tell me. If you're just
carbon filter egg platinum is looking okay. Is that carbon fiber you mean, Joe? Is that carbon fiber?
Yeah, he makes up words every once in a while.
That's that autocorrect right there.
We always, you know, we overcome our challenges here. Was it oh, you guys want to hear, actually, you want to hear a funny story about overcoming challenges?
Yeah.
All right. Yep. So I'm gonna tell you guys about the time that I was put in special ed. So it was called ESL. Now it's called English as a second language, but back in the day when you were in grade school, it was called extra special learning. So anyway, come in from recess. I'm in like fourth or fifth grade at the time, and they give you these placement tests, right? So like, so you got to do these worksheets or whatever, and then they grade you, and then they tell you, then that they use that test as to like where you're at as a, you know, in your learning, right?
Your average.
So anyhow, I didn't even do it. Like I kind of scribbling some shit on there and didn't even read the problem, especially like when it came to math. I just put in random numbers, the whole nine. Okay. And so it was just obviously I just wasn't really into it. I'm not sure exactly what my head frame was. But anyway, 2 days later, the teacher sends me to this other class, and it's like a half moon table. There's like 6 or 7 other kids that I knew that they were slow as fuck. They were, you know, definitely needed some extra help. So the next thing you know, we're doing like you know, just regular arithmetic, right? You know, regular subtraction and addition, you know, stuff that you learned like years prior, right?
Yeah.
Anyhow,
I'd get done. Management.
So I would get done in a few minutes, right? I'd get done in a few minutes, and then the rest of the table, you know, they'd work on that shit for like 10, 15 minutes. Like they really struggle with it. And so after like a week or so, they realized, like the lady realized, like, I don't think you should be in here. I'm gonna retest you. I'm gonna retest you. So she retests me, right? And so it turns out that I wasn't dumb, and unfortunately, they didn't put me, like when it came to math and came to the English class, they no longer put me back in my regular class. They put me in the advanced math, right? Because that was the math Olympiad crew and the whole nine and all, right? So the super dork class, right? So this kind of ultimately blew up in my face, you know? And
like, wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. So anyway, I get this, a couple of weeks goes by, I get this notification that there's this big, huge assembly, and I'm getting an award, but I didn't know what the award was going to be for or whatever, right? So my aunt and I got some family members that come to this assembly because I'm going to get an award. And it must not have been on there because nobody really picked it up. So I got a couple of family members there. The assembly comes, it's 8 or 9 or 10 in the morning or whatever. And sure enough, I get my award for basically, beating special ed and getting out of special ed. And so my aunt, my sister, oh my God, they clowned the shit out of me for like a couple of years after that. They were like, you messed up our morning because you got out of special ed. It's like, yeah, overcome my challenge. So moral of the story is when you get tested, after that, every time there was a placement test, I took it serious in the sense like I did exactly enough just so I wouldn't be put in an advanced class. Because like advanced class, you got to work way harder, and
because they're trying to challenge you.
Well, you don't get to fuck around as much, right? Exactly. Like for instance, it's nice if you're, because like if you can get your work done pretty quick, then you can bullshit, you can do whatever. You got some free time in class, right? But the advanced class, you really got to fucking work, and it usually takes up the whole time. The whole.
And if it doesn't, they give you extra to do.
Doesn't give you really much time to fuck around, and then they were giving you out extra homework and shit. Like I'm not into that shit, right? Like, man, I liked obviously some of the shit came close, came real easy to me, but at the same time, I was like, dude, this is way too much, man, way too much.
I had the same problem with behavioral management when I was in junior high and high school, and then they found out that I was too smart for most of it. They tried to stick me in like advanced reading classes, college courses for math, stuff like that, and I was like, yeah, I'll just do what I do.
Well, so we got to go to Math Olympiad and some shit like that. That was really cool to do. And then every year we got to used to make, I don't know if you got to do it or not, but we got to make these balsa bridges and then go compete against other schools to see whose bridge was the strongest and all of that shit. And so that was fun, where they put weights on it and all that. But yeah, I never got the short bus treatment, but I really felt like that was for my people for that couple of weeks when I was in special ed. Like those were my people, those were my folks, right? But yeah, no, like that. I kind of some of the schools that I went to, because I went to a lot of schools growing up, but definitely met some characters. But yeah, that shit was funny. But my aunt, she was like, drag me here because I thought you were getting an award, and it's just because you got out of special ed. So what the fuck is this? And so,
what is this all about?
This is like the plot of Malcolm in the Middle.
Jaskia, yeah. You took second. I'm not sure if I ever placed, but I had some good showings. But it was always fun. I'm more. I took a couple of programs simply because it got me out of class. So one of the schools that I went to 2 blocks away was a community college. So I got out of school at 10:30 and got 20 minutes to walk over to the college. And then you start it's like a running start program.
Got you ahead of the game.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, that's what it is. Like there's some shit that that I hated, and there's some stuff that you really excel. Like obviously, science. We had a couple of these classes that were called technology, advanced technology, and then a few other things that you really excelled at, or like really sparked your interest and shit like that. Obviously, math is challenging, just because everything comes back to numbers. The whole universe, can be unlocked through numbers, so math that, yeah. So like the Teslas, was it Fibonacci, right? Probably butchering his name.
I've always wanted Fibonacci.
Yeah. So they like numbers is awesome because if you can solve a lot of stuff if you turn it into a math equation. You can solve a lot of things in really short order. But I didn't get the Rain Man gene or anything like that. But I got the ADD like a motherfucker though. Undiagnosed. Undiagnosed.
No, self-diagnosed.
No, undiagnosed.
Self-diagnosed.
I just remember that.
Yo, in-house mic check.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my god, yeah.
Self-diagnosed autistic.
In-house, can you hear me?
Look, man, I don't even want to mention his name. I don't want to.
Bring him back now. Hold on.
I
Can
don't
you
think
hear
that one.
Spooky?
No, that one won't fix it. It has to go all the way out.
I'm going out and come back in.
I got it. I was gonna do this like mic check, in-house, can you hear me? And then you can't hear me. I was gonna kick him all the way.
That's it. You're out of here.
I want to talk to you. I was like, you can't hear me.
What up, Tosh? What up,
I
everybody?
feel like Tino right now.
Speaking of, he's the only one we haven't heard from.
I was feeling like Tino over here on the other side.
Yeah, I was wondering why I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, no, it's because I came in late.
I don't know what the hell it is. Like every time somebody comes in, I gotta walk out and circle back around.
No, last week you were good, huh?
You have to be the last one to enter the room.
Yeah.
He had no issues last week.
Well, I'll be proactive over the weekend, and I'm just gonna set up the iPad so it's just a one and done. So I don't have to use my phone or nothing. That way I can just put everything on the iPad. Make life simple, but I have a hard time sometimes doing that, and that's where I think my ADD comes in. But what I was saying before is, I don't want to say his name, but you know, I've known him for like 4 or 5 years now. But that shit was a trip where he was like, I self-diagnosed myself with this, and this, and I was like, my whole point is like, there's people out there that really suffer from shit like that went through the steps. Doctor told them, they got a psychiatrist, like all that shit, and you're just WebMDing it, being like, "Yep, I got that." That was my whole point.
I remember that
behind that argument. But you know how many people got pissed off? They were like, "Oh man, you're hella mean to him, and this and that," and I'm like, I'm just pointing out that there's people out there that really suffer from that shit and really struggling. And then you got somebody who's like, yeah, I self-diagnosed me, my whole family, my cousin, my sister too. I got them all. like, okay, Dr. Jekyll.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Not a doctor. I just play one on TV. I play one on Instagram Live. Dude, Instagram as of late has been really shit in the bed. Dude, tell you fucking Mark Zuckerberg, what a fucking kike, dude. What an asshole.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Between Zuckerberg and everything else.
Look, it's crazy. I can see the most like there's shit like my algorithm be getting fucked up sometimes. Like I don't like seeing people get maimed or fucking ran over by trains or attacked and all that kind of shit. It just doesn't appeal to me at all, right? And so my algorithm will fucking show me the dumb shit that I don't want to see, where I want to see people's plants, right? I want to see what they're doing. I want to see their progress. I want that shit in my fucking news feed or in my reels. But Zuckerberg's like, nope. We're just going to show you this craziest, gnarliest shit possible.
First, can we check? Can you hear Tino? Tino, speak, please.
He's faking it. He's faking it. He's faking it.
I love it. He said,
he's a phony.
Oh, man.
Let's go.
He said, I don't go live with that guy.
Yeah. Fuck that pizza guy, man. I'll tell you what.
Now I can't hear him.
You can't hear him?
You can't hear me?
Hold on. Is he talking?
Hello? You can't hear me? Oh.
Is he fucking with us?
No, I'm not fucking with you.
He's talking.
He said about it.
Oh, no, it's the cycle. Wait, hold on.
This is the song that never ends. Oh, and here it goes. They're both like, fuck it, we're out of here.
Oh, okay, wait. As soon as you add them or let them sit there. Hold on. I think we should add Tino and then in-house.
Boop.
All right, I can hear him now.
Can you hear him?
You probably can't hear me.
No.
Oh, shit, dude.
Try it one more time, then how you pop out.
Right now.
I'm just gonna go, guys.
No!
There's only one room
I
for
ruined
one
the whole
here.
podcast. I ruined every episode so far. So you know, I think it's just time. You know what I mean?
Hear me now.
Can you hear him now?
It comes on like this little play thing. It's weird.
Can you hear
I don't
me?
know. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to go.
There we go.
So you don't
Hey
have to
man. See, this is why I came in late, so we didn't have this problem. See, if I come in after everybody else, then there is no audio problem. But you know, anyway, you missed the special ed conversation, Tino.
Oh yeah,
Tino
Yeah.
drove the bus for the special ed.
that's right up my alley.
I was telling everybody how I did about a week. I did a week in special ed.
Oh really?
Yeah. They put me in there on a
My whole life
Monday,
there.
and then retested me on Thursday, and then moved me to another class on Friday.
I was trying to say earlier, that's like the plot of Malcolm in the Middle. Dewey was in special ed.
Yeah. Grow up doing. Now, they don't pull you out unless you're full blown. You know, they just take you out. Like I had a dyslexia, so I can't read. So they just take me out when like the English class. They stick me in some other stupid class. They go, hey, and I'm like, eat what? And the other kids are over there fucking, reading fine. You know what I mean? Just busting down the book. The teacher asked me to read in the classroom. I tell her to go fuck herself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was one of the first times I went live. That was the first meme that popped up in my newsfeed was the Malcolm in the Middle kid.
That's funny.
Yeah, so somebody took side by side picture, and they were like, "This is where the Malcolm in the Middle kid grew up." Back when memes were cool.
Yeah.
That shit was hella funny.
That's where all the good snacks are. Let's go.
That's rather good.
Memes are kind of dark now.
It's not a matter of like. I think what happened is you ran out of ideas and funny ideas, so you're just naturally gotta gravitate towards like just being nasty or like whatever. I don't know. Who knows? There's a lot of weird people out there.
Oh, they never had any ideas to begin with.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Right?
I don't know.
If you had ideas and if you had ideas and ambition, you wouldn't be making memes, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. Depends.
Your whole motivation existence is off of somebody else's downfall. It's weird.
I don't know. There might be an algorithm to crack for positive memes, but like, can we positively meme each other? Like,
You're doing great, buddy.
Like, there's funny shit. There's funny shit, and then there's just kind of like downright like I don't know. I guess the way I see it is like there's if it's advancing or moving forward and the shit's funny, then it's great.
Exactly.
But then you just have some where it's just like it just comes from like pure hate or straight hatred, and you're just like.
That's why I tell a lot of people like
hate and jealousy.
Or be more accurate.
As long as it's funny, I'm not mad. Like as long as it's funny, I'm not mad.
Funny and accurate, I'm down with. Not funny and false, not so down with it.
It's gotta be a fair observation.
Yeah.
Well, what it does is it kind of detracts from the creative people out there that are actually funny, right? Because then everybody wants to see It's like it's weird because you can see the people. It's the same people like that like it and that kind of run in the circles, or like they'll pick up somebody else's beef. There's just like this endless like cycle, and it's kind of like, oh, all right, well, I guess if that's your flavor, that's your flavor, you know.
Some of them, that's their entertainment. It's just it's what they do. I don't know. We've survived the meme wars. We survived IG since the COVID.
Yeah, well, I'm just talking about not just in this community. I'm talking about just in general, because like the algorithm is all fucked up and dark and tearing shit down, and it kind of like, yeah, like for instance, there's a way to reset your algorithm, but there's like some shit where you're just like, I don't really care to see this shit, because like sometimes your algorithm will get into like a dark space, like it's in a mood or something. You're like, what the fuck is
weird
this?
stuff.
Yeah, like when did I didn't like this shit,
Not once have I liked this.
But my point earlier though was like, you can watch the most heinous shit on a reel, and then all of a sudden, the people are getting taken down because they got pictures of plants. You're just like, oh, all right, that's kind of ass backwards.
It is ass backwards, 100%.
Definitely weird.
But there's a lot of they're getting super aggressive too, because on the regular, there's people that are getting their accounts taken down.
Like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking them quick.
Quick as fuck.
I think Tino's been through like 10 accounts in the past couple of years. That's for sure.
Try like 40.
Probably, but it's been like the last couple of fucking months.
Yeah, true. It's very true.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm starting to. So there's the endless. Like, I've had people try to talk shit on X, but without really any substance or to back it up. But I'm the algorithm in an X. Maybe I'm in a different algorithm than everybody else, but my feed is nothing but grow pictures and people, and then part of a few grow communities. And so when I go to X, it's all filled up with plants and shit. I go to Instagram, it's just dark and depressing, and people sick and ill people
on some weird shit for sure.
Airing out grievances and shit.
It's turned into Facebook.
I've watched a couple videos of people slapping predators, and I swear that's all that comes up on mine lately. The past couple, like at least 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, the algorithm's like too strong. As soon as you watch one video of something, it feeds you like 10 others. It's like, dude, can I just watch the people I follow? Like,
yeah, seriously.
I don't like that shit where they force a bunch of dumb shit on you, and that's what they're doing real bad.
Well, also too, you can when you see something and you go to it, you're not even following the account, right? But it's in your news feed, and it's like, what the fuck is this? I want to see the people that I follow them for a reason, because I want to see their content.
Exactly. Yep.
Right. And
my algorithm was fucked up. Every time I go in an account, I see naked bacon.
Yeah. I saw that earlier. Spooky, you got off your live earlier. I went on IG, and that was the first thing that was there.
I'm going account to account. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? It's all over the place.
Did he get naked again?
He's
reposted it. He wanted the pill, so he reposted it.
Oh man.
I'm like, it's back. No.
What's going on here?
I just went back inside 2 weeks.
You got to circle. Hey, look, if you got to take a victory lap. He won on that post. You got to take a victory lap. You got to get that. That was like years back. I think it was like 2019 or something. There's another breeder that put up a post about us and talking all this shit, and it got a shit ton of likes, right? And when it was a thing for a little bit, and then like 4 or 5 months went by, and the person reposted it. So when I went back and looked at it, it was the most liked. When he posted the first time, it was the most liked and most commented post that the person had. And then the second time he posted it, it was the second most liked and most commented. And so I made a joke about it. I was like, your two most popular posts are about somebody else and not your work.
Yeah,
that's pretty telling.
A lot of people do that. They like there's like this thing on the internet right now that they do like posting. Say this is for Canadian bacon shit. Posting myself naked in the garden every day until it goes viral, and then they just post the same video over and over until it goes viral.
Well, there's a whole community. There's a whole community. I don't know if they're on Facebook or whatever, but there's a whole naked gardening community. They do their they'll actually chat with each other. The whole page is them gardening while naked. There's a whole page of it.
The Stone Nudists. No,
is that what it is?
No, I made that up. That's a good name though for them.
Oh, okay. Well, I know
Stone Nudists.
It's a pretty popular. I can't remember if it was on Facebook or where it was at, but it's a nudist growing community.
Yeah, so that means he would have a market if he were to keep doing it. He should have did a new video or something, not repost the same one.
Yeah, well, he should really
go
bold.
I don't want to see any more videos.
He should go bold and bring a buddy in with him, buddy system.
Wow.
Yeah. A buddy system.
We'll get fucking Roots over
there. Yeah, send him and Marv.
Marv's different now, guy. He's sending me. Remember, he owed me 50 push-ups from like 3 Decembers ago. He finally paid them. They were half pumps, but they were
finally in shape enough to do them.
They were 50 half pumps.
What happened?
Marv, okay. So one year, like 2021 December, he was like, "Spooky, I'm gonna come on the live and I'm gonna do 50 push-ups."
Oh, okay.
And then he never gave me those 50 push-ups until this last week.
Yeah, look, I'll tell you, I don't know. You guys have it. It's in the group chat, but we got one of the best videos of Marv in action. It was fucking 7 a.m, and he was out there in his yard doing roundhouse kicks. Right? And then he upped it and was like, "You guys want to see a wall kick?" And he had like a little retaining wall.
I got that. I'm pretty sure I got that recorded.
Yeah,
it's like he's in the grass, and there's like a half cement wall right here.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like it got me thinking. I'm like, I better start watching my attitude and my tone towards them because it looked pretty crisp.
I'm not gonna lie. Serious. I'm not gonna lie. If he posted like a string of content on YouTube that was like 5 minutes of Marv doing some kicks or some shit, like I would watch.
We should have just been doing it. I have all the recordings. I can do like
Marv
5 episodes right now.
Marv is a character. Yeah, Marv's a character. He stars in his own movie of his daily life. The funniest shit was Spooky and I had him on a live, and he was like, the cops came to his house and he told the cops to drive a mile up the road and give him a call so they could build a rapport. Is that correct, Spooky?
Yeah, that sounds like word for word right there.
Well, at first he was like, he didn't want to tell us what happened, but he's on the live. So I was like, so what happened? What was the big deal? And he was like, the cops came to my house and they came to my door. And I was like, did you let them in? And he was like, no, I told them, to come back. And I was like, I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can just tell the cops to come back, And he's like, well, what I actually told him was drive a mile down to the road to the church, call me, and we could build a rapport. And then once we do that, then I can let you guys in.
Hey, he's probably dead ass serious.
No, he was dead ass serious. Like, because he's dead ass serious because he's like, I don't think he has the ability. Well, he has the ability to make shit up, but not like. So I was like, hey, so
he convinces himself first. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So and he was talking about a sword, and so I was calling it a Bushido blade, right? So the Bushido blade is a Japanese blade. There used to be a game back in the day called Bushido blade. So I was like, "Were you out in the yard practicing your Bushido blade?" And the neighbors called the cops, and he was like, "Yeah, something like that." And I go, "Did they take your Bushido blade?" And he's like, "Yeah, they got my Bushido blade. They arrested me." And I was like, "I don't think you got arrested, you know, and I just think they just took you to, you know, to calm yourself down, you know." But like when he goes on, it usually that conversation or that story would have taken about 3 minutes, but when you talk to him, that takes about an hour to get that amount of information from him. But he's the main character in his movie. The shit's hilarious.
I've always liked Marv. I've always stuck up for Marv. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Well,
He's not a bad guy.
you know, Marv.
Hey, if you think
Marv
about it,
He did his growth.
think
I'm
about
proud of
it,
him.
he fractured the community, but in a good way. At first, it was a bad thing because everybody was like, "Why you fucking with Marv?" And then, but all those people that like removed themselves from the community because of all that, and Marv's still here, it was a good thing.
Man,
So
it's my fault. I let him back. Yeah, just say it, Spooky.
well, no, go back to when Marv was the Marvin cartoon. Remember the Marvin cartoon?
yeah.
Marvin
the Martian.
So Marvin the Martian, he had like 20 accounts, but this is before he knew he had 20 accounts. So he came on live and was talking about how he's for the patients, right? You know, he's all about the patients, and I don't know what I said to him or whatever, but after I got up that live, I got bombarded and tagged in like 20 stories across 10 accounts, but it was all Mark. And it was and I'm not for the patient. You know, all this like basically is just it was just like post after post after post where where you just have to kind of turn the notifications off. But I made him mad, you know, made him pissed off. And then I don't know if you guys have ever got into the DMs with him, but he doesn't type. It's all voice, right? So, and he uses the whole minute, and if the whole minute cuts him off, he'll start a new one.
Yep.
Kind of sort of where he left off. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if I still have those recordings, but he would send you a 10 or 12 minute recording broken up because the Instagram only allows you to do a minute. So there'd be 12 or 15 recordings. What's that?
I couldn't get a novel, brother. You got recordings, these special.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and so yeah, so he, you know, but he would just go off and ramble and all that shit, and then later on, he when I was talking to him after he forgave me, I was talking to him and he was like, you know, this dispensary down the road from my house, I had to give them a bad Yelp review. You know, he's like, he just went off and he was like, "You're giving Yelp reviews to dispensaries?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "The owner's a bitch. He ain't for the patients." And I was like, "All right." I said, "They're gonna see that Yelp review. You really told them." But yeah, you could go on and on about that guy. But he came out and hung out with me and Spooky at Freedom at the Freedom Rally.
Yeah, he was respectful there. Give him that.
No, not really. He was just
To a point, you know, he came up, he gave us some stuff to smoke, you know, I give him that.
No, he was just, you could tell he was genuinely excited to be there. Like he was genuinely excited. So that's why I've always had a soft spot for Marv, because Marv is wild as fuck, but he just wants to have a good time.
I feel like, I don't know, I can't remember, but was that like at a point of any controversy or anything in the community? So I feel like like other people could have pulled up too, but he's one that pulled up. Wouldn't we expect anyone to fucking flip our table or something? Is that a different place?
That's everyone. That's every event. I don't really understand. Like, like when you go to an event or like you get the DMs, had that same energy when I see you or all that shit. Oh yeah. That's no, I've yet to have the table flip, yet any of that. But a lot of times, usually people say that just because they're in their fields at the moment, and then once rationality kicks in, they realize like this is actually pretty fucking stupid. That's why I always urge people have a conversation with somebody you don't like, because you'd be surprised on how superficial and how dumb shit actually is. Because I've seen the littlest things turn into big things, but still over a little thing, right? Because like recently, I saw a conversation where it was like man, that was coming in pretty hot and heavy, right? And it seems like whatever, but you could tell that something escalated so quickly to a point of contention that it can make or break a lot of shit, and that, like when I see that stuff, it fascinates me because I like to kind of dissect that shit and see like why is that. But when you see somebody that doesn't want to talk to somebody else, that usually means that their argument is weak and they don't want to necessarily be proved wrong, and you see that quite a bit, because I've had people over the years that don't even know me have a problem, and it's like, well, let's have a conversation. Like, I ain't fucking talking to you, da da da. And it's like, okay, all right, because your argument will probably collapse on it,
Yeah. I wish I went to that breeders ball. I heard that was fun.
Oh yeah. Well, that's like that guy. I don't know. I think he just has a crush on you. Because I don't know what the hell it is. Like,
it seems like he's that way with a lot of people though. So not just you.
Well, it's like almost. It's weird because it's like a bipolar thing. It's almost it gets like reset to default settings, right? And then he gets on a live, and then like oh, Litt, speak. Is he talking?
He didn't speak.
He muted himself. He unmuted and muted.
Oh, okay.
Simon says, "Speak, Litt."
But yeah, I thought it was interesting because the first time he came at me, he was being interviewed on Dark Star's Meet the Breeder, and he dedicated a lot of time about me, which I thought was really weird because it's like you're going on something to talk about you and talk about the community and talk about growing and all that. And
he was up there for him, but he was glazing you.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. Like because like they say, every time somebody mentions your name, whether it's good or bad, it's always to the good, right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, well, you gotta enjoy it because, look, if everybody agreed with you and everybody liked you, there's something wrong with you. You gotta have that opposition. It keeps you humble. It keeps you, keeps you on your wit.
He almost turned in from a stand to a fan to a stand.
Oh, I've had some weird people. That make no mistake about that. I've had like some super weird people. Like you're like, whoa, that's just weird. Like
some in-house stalkers.
Well, it's like
hurricane.
It's like obsessive, like upset. Like the I don't know. I guess it's just the way that I would put it is that there's just weird people out there that I don't know. It just seems really extreme, like kind of weird. Like to me, it's like I don't think it's that serious. But this other people, it's super serious.
It's their world.
Litt, speak up real quick. Your mic's low.
You can't hear me either.
He can't hear you for sure.
I can't hear him.
Here, wait, hold
God
on.
damn it!
Oh wait, if we kick in-house out, then Tino's not gonna be able to. Wait.
StreamYard
That's all right.
racist.
I'll leave. I'm
Don't
not-
leave. Don't leave.
Hell nah. Well, no motherfucker.
I can hear him.
God
You
damn
get
it.
it lit?
Yeah.
Let's
See,
just
it's
soft.
something with
Your
in-house
voice is
accounts,
soft.
man.
He said.
In-house,
He
they
said
got
your
you
voice.
bugged.
They got him bugged.
We gotta buy Lit a microphone for his birthday.
It's one of them stand motherfuckers. I'm telling you.
I can hear him now.
Get like this play thing.
I done took
Like
a
when it
lot.
comes
Oh
in, there's
man,
like a
Litt, what's
play
going
button.
on?
Shit just got off.
Oh yeah. Did you know Litt is racist against cats?
Yeah.
Well, shit, I got a cat. What you
No,
talking
you
about?
don't.
I had to pull the cat out. Like, hold up,
You
man.
still have a look. I'm telling you right now. I'm still saying that that cat is not real.
It's a digital cat. It's a digital cat. Huh?
I'll tell you if the cat's real. Let me see it.
That
Hey,
is
yo,
either.
Yara was like, trying to do you 5 years. I ain't never heard about no cat. So then we go in our live, and everybody in there like, man, you don't remember they fixed this cat? He was mad as a motherfucker. He ain't got no cat. Shit.
Boneyard seemed really hurt by that. Like he was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, he like,
Yeah.
nigga, you never said nothing about no cat. Shit.
We don't even know you.
Right.
Yeah.
All
Don't
these
even
times
call
we were
me.
just there talking shit on the other dudes for owning cats, and you're just sitting there quiet.
Every
Nah,
bad guy in
No,
the
no.
cartoons when I was growing up had a cat. Fuck what y'all talking about.
I'm just playing.
I knew
Litt,
Lit was a cat guy. I don't know why. I just do it, bro. In the back of my head.
Sorry, M1.
that live ended, and Litt's immediate message was like, "Fuck you guys."
Nah, I know where the cat. I'm gonna break it down to y'all some real shit how it came about, right? My grandmother on my father's side, right? She used to watch me when I was little, and she had this all black cat with green eyes named Magic. And when she died, my uncle got the cat, and the little kids on the street killed it.
Oh,
So ever since then, it was like, I'm gonna get a cat. You know what I mean? Like, it was like nostalgic. Fuck it, let me get this kitten.
so how many cats?
And that
do you
little
have?
cat, the cat ain't no cat. The cat is a dog, actually. So
A cat.
I
dog,
raised
you
it
get a
like
cat.
I raised the dog. So that motherfucker will open the door. That motherfucker will attack you. Like, that motherfucker different. One day I was in the room high as a bitch on live with y'all. I heard some shit like doof, doof, doof. The door shot open. The cat dropped to the floor. This motherfucker was running the length of the hallway, jumping in the air with all four paws to push the door open, man.
The cat used to have its own comic strip.
Man,
Garfield.
The cat looks exactly like Garfield.
right.
Oh, you got an orange tabby?
I'm gonna send you some pictures of. I named them Boots from Puss in Boots because that motherfucker, all four of his paws white.
The Shrek. Oh, but the Shrek cat's orange too, right?
Yeah.
Boots.
The cat's hella old.
Yeah, the cat old as fuck. I had that
The
cat.
cat's older than you, Spooky.
I
I
bet.
had that cat since the first surgery. Shit.
What year did you get it?
Shit.
No, I'm
08?
joking. 2008.
Yeah, 2008.
Oh, okay. No. I'm 93.
Oh, 93, man. Listen. I still got my first Tino hat from 92. Yeah, you wasn't even breathing, and it's like the old school ones. It's like the brim hats. It's like that's when he bootlegged the Cool G's back there.
Let's go.
Fuck it.
Yeah, no, they. Yeah, no, I still think it's either AI generated or it's the neighbor's cat.
Yeah, that's definitely my
There's
cat.
no way Lit has a cat, bro. I never see like, hey, I gotta
Man,
go.
check my Facebook, man.
I
You
know
gonna
he
see
has
the
a dog.
cat,
I know you got a dog. You're like, I hate
I just
this
got
dog.
this motherfucker, and
I
I'm gonna
hate
get
this
rid of this
dog.
motherfucker. So
No, but what actually made that reason why I brought that up, but what made that live fucking hilarious was Boneyard. He was like,
right, he was bewildered, like
he's
this
like, I've
nigga
known you
ain't
for
got no
5
cat.
years and I ain't never seen no cat, right? Like,
Because when I started growing on a whole nother level, motherfuckers was like, animals bring shit in your growth. The cat ain't been allowed around ever since.
Bill Taylor has 11 cats.
Like the cat don't come by the plants, and I'm always fucking with y'all by the plants. So
11 cats, damn.
That's a lot of,
shit,
that's a lot of cats, Bill.
that's a hell of a lot of cats. You done kept a few litters.
Yeah, there's a Tino used to have a cat lady come on regularly in his lives.
He had a few of them. Shit.
Yeah, I remember one time she was like,
Which
she
one?
was-
Shit,
Right.
they still come in there. What the fuck?
They all got cats.
They all got cats. The hell did you find out about them?
That's their only friends
They're
till they meet
multiplying,
Tino.
bro. He's got like a squad of them right now.
That's their only companion till they bump into Tino live. Like, hold
Yeah.
up.
There's a bunch of dudes in there with cats too. And they all
Man.
feed the wildlife around their what were you saying right now?
the what?
They all feed the wildlife. They're like whatever like lives around, like raccoons and whatever. They're
Yeah.
just throwing rat or cat food in the backyard, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, like here you got missing cat flyers everywhere because the coyote population is fucking running around here fat as fuck. Usually coyotes are all skinny and frail looking. These
Yeah, you know
fuckers are
why?
eating
the
fat,
humans
bro.
eating the cats now.
They
Shit.
can jump very high. Like you would not expect how high they can actually jump. Like your fence is like really high. Just go straight over that shit.
Yeah.
Your
The
backyard.
cats is different, man. Like them motherfuckers, that little hum shit they do, that shit do something. Like cats is definitely aliens. They don't know where the fuck they came from.
Yeah. Fuck coyotes.
Well, cats though. The thing is, the cat's attitude. They don't give a shit whether you're there or not. They don't. They're just like whatever, you know.
So they got it good. Pick up their shit, feed them. They
They
fucking
definitely
got it figured
smarter
out.
than dogs.
See, the thing is, but the dog is like unconditional love. You're not finding that anywhere else in life. The cat, they like, I don't like cat is like Rocky. If he dies, he dies.
They both be in tune with their owners. I done seen some miracle shit out of both of them animals as far as their owners though. Like I done seen shit where nigga the dogs be telling motherfuckers like something wrong with you.
Yeah, well, they can smell it. They can smell tumors. Like the thing about animals is like that's why people need to get dogs or need to get cats or get a pet because it brings a lot of joy. But I don't know, I've always been a dog person. I've never really cared for cats. But yeah, there's something about an animal that it's your responsibility, and two,
It's like they can sense shit. Yeah, they can smell it. They can sense cancer or all type of shit. Like I seen the shit where the dog was outside playing, right? And the dog wouldn't come in. The dog was over there sniffing by the side of the house. The lady went outside, nigga, the house blew up. Nigga, it was a gas leak. The dog would not go back in that motherfucking house and saved her life.
Well, it's like if you see a dog, like if you're walking a dog on a walk and the dog decides to go the other way, you just go.
Yeah,
Don't.
yeah. You ever see that shit where motherfuckers go in the woods and they say they running the shit like Sasquatches and shit? The dog be out. The dog don't even want to go. The dog is like
I'm
pulling
going this way.
backwards as soon as you get to the entrance. Go home, motherfucker. Like you find the dog 12 days later, but don't never see the owner again. Yeah, that dog got the fuck from around them motherfuckers.
Yeah. No, that's like they got a sense. So you don't. Yeah. If the dog's tripping, there's usually a reason behind it.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
They definitely die for you.
Yeah, well, that's like one of the funniest memes that I saw about dogs was a dog. You know why a dog follows you everywhere you go?
Why?
Because they know It says the dog follows you everywhere you go because they know you're a motherfucker that can make something happen at any moment.
Yeah. If they want to eat, they need you.
Yeah.
Shit, Spooky got 8 dogs and 6 chickens.
Hey, yo, don't stop dog watching me, bro. Get out of here.
Spooky got 6
As
chickens.
any of the dogs went after the chickens?
There's no chickens left, bro.
The dog ate them all.
I've retired that hobby. No.
Yo, Spooky sent me the video.
I
All you
wasn't
see
cut
was
out-
the
I
chicken
wasn't cut
wire
out
with
for it.
blood on it and the dog cowering.
Hey, yo, I give a good kudos to all the chicken owners out there. I can see why the price of eggs are pretty high.
Man. Man.
So,
Had to
so, what,
retire.
How
so,
many
the, so the
chickens
dog.
did you go through, Spooky?
Fuck, I don't know, a lot.
Like
Man.
more than 20? And you birthed them? You
Yes.
incubated them? You raised them all the
Yes.
way up from a little
Yes.
tiny egg?
Yeah, and that, think of it like I had a good germination rate, but I couldn't turn into flower, you know, like,
Yeah.
and the one,
They
and the
had a
one
lot of males.
I only got
Apparently,
one
the
egg.
dogs.
I only
The
got
dogs
one.
really appreciated all your work.
Right.
I got 2 eggs. All the work I did to get the one all the way to the end, it was a fucking big ass male, so it laid no eggs.
Oh
Man.
man.
Damn.
I was picking all the fancy breeds too, with like all the crazy feathers. So that's actually more work too.
Yeah.
Shit just constantly gets stuck to their ass and shit.
Man. Spooky said, fuck it, man. I ain't buying no more dog food. I'm going to just grow it.
That would
Hey man, there is a chick that has a business. She like dehydrates little birds like that and shit or whatever. I don't know. She dehydrates all type of dog food and shit. Make money like that.
Spooky said,
Or like a freeze dry.
freeze
Spooky
dry.
said, I'm going to hatch these
Freeze-dried dog
eggs
food.
and I'm going to compost the shells and I'm going to feed the dogs the chicks.
There you go.
Man. That damn dog been wanting blood ever since.
I used to breed my own it's called Daphnia. It's basically like a sea crustacean, and it lives in the water column, and it feeds through just filtering the water. So
I remember that.
I
You used to sell it,
breed
right?
those. I used to sell the
Yeah, I remember that, Spooky. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, there was a moment where I was going to work every day, going home smoking weed, and it's slaying those fucking sea crustaceans on eBay.
OG fish club.
I'm funny. I'm dead ass, dude. That's actually a cool little market that I found. Like, cause like you just have to figure out how to culture it. It's like it's any other thing that you like. It's like a plant, you know, kind of like a plant.
You getting hot over there, Twisted?
A little bit. We did that with seahorses for a while. Actually, we did that with seahorses, and then we had some
Damn.
issues with the tank.
You good.
What's a seahorse? Oh wait,
Seahorse?
you got a seahorse in a fish tank?
We did. We got a bunch of
Oh,
seahorses
nice.
at one time.
Like
We used to
you got a
breed them
baby
and
one, or
stuff.
you hatched one? Like it had gave
We
birth.
ordered. I want to say like 7 of them, and then they just started birthing everywhere all the time.
Oh shit!
Then we had these little. They were
As a
called Mandarin
freshwater?
dragons.
Or
No, saltwater.
Saltwater.
We had another fish called Mandarin dragons, and they were Mandarin something else. I forget what they were, but they were really colorful. They were all over the place.
The Stoner Aquarius Twisted.
Love it. We have oxalatos now.
Oh, nice. Those are dope.
Yeah.
There's
They're
some
pretty
cool
fun.
looking ones. There's some exotic looking ones too.
Our-
Like
One of our bigger ones ate our little one's leg though. So right now, we're waiting for it to come back because they grow back their appendices and whatnot.
I used to get those ram's horn snails too
Yeah.
on eBay, and I sold those because they just started reproducing like crazy, and they were like this. They were like this bright blue. So I was selling the Daphnia. I was selling snails, and they were both selling. I was like, "What the fuck? People are just buying snails for me."
And Spooky That shit. When he went to filter it, he'd drip it through the plants. I'm telling you, it was full organic.
Oh, I did that one time. That was fun, actually. I want to try that again one day.
I went to this dude's house and he had the whole setup. He had the plants growing at the top of the fucking aquariums.
Let's go, Trigger. Getting genetics.
I don't know what he did to flush though, but
yeah, I think I just built like a wooden table looking thing, and then I made it so that it drained. Maybe it was a slat, and it drained out, and then I pumped it up into a upper filter area, and then filtered it through there to get the solids out, and then after it came back out, it goes through the plants through like the hydrogen, and then back down into the fish tank. Then the fish tank pumps up back through the filtered part, and then back through the plant's roots system, back down.
So get some aquaponics going.
Yeah. Dude.
There's a guy that I follow that he does a shit ton of aquaponics. So he's got like goldfish and a bunch of other fish and each series of these ponds, and the plants are growing right on top of it.
Oh yeah.
That's all our outdoors watered with our koi pond.
Yeah,
It's all
I was super into goldfish. That's why I'm trying to when I finally make it out to Thailand, I want to check out they got a lot of goldfish farms over there, Thai goldfish farms. That's what they're known for.
Hey, they got these certain ones over there that's worth a lot of money.
Yeah,
there's only one farm that make them that got them.
Yeah, when I was
we have a lot of rare butterfly koi, we have a lot of rare ones.
The panda ranchus were really rare when I was doing it.
Man, we
got
like
these blue cobalt ones. They're blue cobalt koi fish, and they're like part koi fish and part goldfish or something, and they have blue spots that are really bright on them.
Yeah.
Hold up, so Twisted, you know which ones were? Listen, we got like 300-400 of them at my job in the back. Just let me know which ones.
You send them. Just start sending them.
Y'all laughing. Y'all don't see me out there, Spooky. You don't see me out there in the back with them waterfalls.
I'll take a trip up there.
They bought them shits 10 years ago, right?
Too, bro. Let's go.
Listen, they bought them shits 10 years ago. They're supposed to die off in the winter.
No, they don't. No.
Motherfuckers done brought bass and threw them in there, so now they done mixed with the bass. It's all type of colors in that motherfucker.
You get me a 30-gallon trash barrel full of them with some water, of course. I'll come up there. You're only like 4 hours from me. I'll drive.
Man, I sent y'all the motherfucking picture of that damn bird that came out of nowhere that was eating them all.
What was the bird?
So he got shot in the head. I forgot the name of the bird, but it was one of them big motherfuckers that looked like an ostrich or something.
What the fuck?
That motherfucker ain't even supposed to be here. That motherfucker, we got him on video all night. Fish.
Oh, the long neck shit, like the fucking heron?
Man, that's what it was. That motherfucker was back there eating the fish all night, and then when you come back there, it'll go on the other side of the hill, wait on you to leave, come back, eating more.
From the fucking the marsh or like the
next morning, 22 to the head.
Oh shit!
You snuffed it out?
That's like the fucking King of the Hill episode where they killed the bird. And
anybody taking them koi, it's gonna be me.
It's my turf.
Right. Like, I watch these motherfuckers spawn every year. It's about 200 of them in there now. It started off with 20.
Tino, mic check.
Yo.
Oh, we can hear you, Tino. I said, fuck it, I'll be back. I know what time it is.
Sorry,
maybe a crane. Maybe it was a crane.
Yeah, it was a crane. That's exactly what it
was. King of the Hill, they were on a camping trip, and it was the whoop. They killed like a whooping crane or some shit.
I got the pictures of it though. I'm gonna send it to y'all, motherfucker. I'm gonna send it to the jump off. That motherfucker was big, yo. That motherfucker was tall as you, Spooky. A little taller than Tino.
Why are you gonna mess up his all you can eat buffet?
Man, because I already got to deal with just shoot down, get what he want. I let him live. But that crane, that motherfucker was lost, obviously.
Yeah.
What, a BB gun?
Nah. Yeah, that's what it
He
is.
said, "Nah."
It was a
Say
pellet
less.
gun. It was
Oh,
a pellet
pellet.
gun. If
Oh,
anybody
pellet.
listening, it was a pellet gun, and I asked permission from the officials.
Due to my prior record, I did not possess or shoot the
To my
gun.
prior convictions. Listen,
Listen. I do not
Wait,
confirm
are
nor
we live right
deny.
now? No, I'm just kidding.
man. I
All right, so everybody on the other YouTubes, join that link that we have pinned in there.
We're
what
gonna,
Out one more time, we're gonna shut
Clinton
down.
said about Gaddafi.
You can shut down mine
No shit.
later,
and the Facebook as well, and the
later,
Twitter.
Facebook.
Twitch. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
I do that.
Boy.
Man.
Oh, I was thinking, we were talking a couple weeks ago. We were talking a couple weeks ago about putting Spooky on the road.
We're going on the road. It's happening.
So I'm starting so next week I'm gonna start a Spooky fund. So that way we can put this time next year you'll be on the road. So I'm gonna set up. I'm gonna put a portion of the proceeds from sales towards the Spooky.
I heard he's going north, picking up Tino and making his way up your way.
That's what I was. So what we gotta do is figure out what path what would be the best, like maybe from one end to the other, and then back. But
well, what I want to do is what I was thinking is along the lines of spending and creating a big old huge Spooky fund, and then that way you're hitting home growers along the way, and then you're hooking them up with everything from nutrients to clones to you name it. So everywhere you go, you're leaving the space better than when you found it, right? And then you're making your way across the country.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's plan it out. I want it really planned out really well, and then if you could do that fund, that'd be awesome. I mean, it would help.
Well, the reason why I was going to start a fund is because you'd want to take somebody with you, so that way they're video and editing while you're driving. So then that way there's new uploads every day, and then we make it a big event. So like for instance, we'll meet. Some of us will jump on a plane and meet you along the way, right? And then we'll cycle in. But yeah, I definitely would want somebody, because I think it's going to cost a pretty good amount for somebody to take 4 weeks, 6 weeks to pal around with you to do the video and editing and all of that,
Yeah.
So what's that?
No, I agree. It's gonna take a bit of planning and money to execute for sure. Just the gas alone, diesel fuel is I mean, it just okay. I didn't even know there's so many costs that come with a diesel vehicle. To own and operate a diesel vehicle. Like I never knew what death fuel is. I still kind of don't know what death fuel is. I just know I have to refill that shit too.
So DEF is it prevents it from the black smoke or the diesel, the black smoke. So DEF is I think it's an acronym for something, but it goes into diesel vehicles, so that way you don't have the black smoke.
Yeah,
you're not rolling coal everywhere, as they call it.
True Dope's going to be Washington on the 10th.
Yeah, I saw that. He's gonna be north of me like an hour and a half. He's gonna be up in Bellingham along the border. I told him
package, so you probably just give it to him when you see him. You got
that's the plan. Yeah, because he said he was coming into town on the 10th, and I told him I'll go up there and say what's up.
I heard he's a weirdo. No, I'm just kidding.
I was supposed to send to him. I don't know. He kind of does look a little weird. You like it? Like, what's that one guy?
Yeah, so Trudeau, you can stay in Blaine, and I can head up there because I can go to Bellingham. There's a couple people that I'll go visit while I'm up in Bellingham, and then or you can come down this way. It's up to you. But yeah, so anyway, I think it'll be because how long do you think you could be on the road? Like 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 weeks?
Not weird, just me. Yes, you.
Well, however long we want to plan it.
Okay. So
If it's next year, I can allot the time towards it. Easily.
yeah, because like I said, I wanted to start a fund because I want to be able to for you to like improve people's growth. So like if you go and visit a home grow and they need to upgrade or whatever you'll be able to hook them up right then and there.
Yeah, we could try it out, see how it works out.
But I think it'll be fun to travel because we could do where we can all meet up. Like we can meet up in Kansas City and St. Louis and a few other places and do some stuff at the because they have actual clubs there.
Yeah, and I just feel like it's gonna be a way funner like to plan that out and have that interaction with the people versus like going to an event and like getting a booth and like trying to have that interaction with people. I feel like this would be more intimate.
It's more one-on-one, yeah.
Well, I think it's the reason why I wanted to plan it out is because you'll be able to, your content will show so many different dynamics of home growing aspects, and why people do it, because it's a lot of work, right? It takes a lot of work, a lot of energy to do it, and so you're able to get, I don't know, like the events are cool, but when you actually can hang out with somebody, see what they're doing, and meet people that you otherwise wouldn't meet along the way. But I think that we'll be able to rotate in and come with you on some of the trips.
Yeah, and that's what's gonna make it exciting to watch too. It'll give it like what we like crossover and like
yeah. But if you take it'd be a full year. I think almost a year to planning, but you'd be able to go from coast to coast.
Yeah. I've been trying to picture it in my head, kind of see how I want to do it, and
another thing you could do is try to pull up, if you know what time you're going, see if there's any open events and shows like that you could pop in on as well, even if you're just cutting through.
So
what I was thinking too is some of the states he can create his own pop-up, right? So like for instance, you get him a tent and a parking lot, and
I got a canopy already.
Yeah, Boogie could pop up for an hour or two just at this one spot, right? Come and get some freebies, come get a picture, come say what's up, and then after an hour or two, he's packing up and he's on his way. I think that would be fun too, because it'd be like almost like where in the world is Spooky instead of where in the world is Carmen Sandiego.
Are you doing the Pimp My Grow?
Pimp My Grow. That could be a segment of it. I think that would be fun to help people. I don't know about pimping their grow.
Well, I think it's like if Spooky,
not yet at least.
I got a plug with Grower's Choice, so we got lights.
So I think Spooky could come in and upgrade people's genetics. There's a ton of stuff that he could do, and there's like, I don't know. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think a lot of people would be excited to see the Spooky van come pulling up.
How long do you think that should be allotted, like to travel from one coast to another coast? Have you guys ever done that or done a trip like that?
I've done north to south. I've done from here to Florida.
So
over to
I can look it up real quick. Like a straight drive, we could do a straight drive and then calculate. So basically, LA, right? Yeah. LA to New York.
I could block out a whole month if I needed to. I mean,
you gonna bring the dogs with you?
I knew. I'm gonna bring one dog with me, probably.
The new one, the little one.
You don't want to be lonely at night, huh?
Yeah, she doesn't know. The other ones are used to me being gone already. But this one I bought new, so I kind of want to train him to be used to traveling and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Spooky said I need to walk.
So Spooky, so they it depends on how you wanted to go. So if you came up over the top, because what you could do is go up over the top and then come back through the bottom, right? Or do the bottom of the country and then come back over the top. Because if you came back over the top on your way back, you have like the kind of the flyover states or the drive-through states. Like
Yeah,
there's not much going on in Iowa or Nebraska.
A full circle around the U.S. would be crazy. What the fuck? I'm gonna pull up the map real quick.
He said I'm pulling up a map.
No, you could do it. They have like a food, even like a food. It does like the same thing, a big circle around it like that.
I'll just pay a guy minimum wage to fucking drive the car, bro. And I'll
look
just
up like all the famous food stuff. Look up Guy Fieri or something.
I'll do all the filming and editing, bro. This guy
Okay.
will have to drive me around.
But that's what my point is like whether it's a friend or whatever, that person would get paid to go on this trip with you because they're going to be working, but also some of the times where you're gonna need to just drive through to get somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be nice if you were able to sleep while somebody drove, you know.
Fly me out. Let's go. So,
you got like 2 jobs, bro. Like 3 jobs.
I know I can't go nowhere.
Well, you got all next year. Till next year.
I'll take a
Yeah,
vacation.
block out like a month.
Would you
So
say
there's some places-
May or June?
I think yeah, I mean what we were thinking like April, May, June, around there. I could do my birthday, but I don't even want to be traveling on my birthday like that. Birthday's in July.
Yeah.
Probably like either October because of spooky season, or
October would be perfect. You catch people at the end of their runs for outdoor stuff.
Oh yeah.
we could do something like that. Maybe that might work out.
And you can make sure you make your way over out here to Salem.
I think April would be too early in the year. I think it'd be better later in the year.
I think your
So
birthday-
you want to look at maybe doing end of September, beginning of October?
So let me look at the calendar real quick.
diners, drive-ins, and dispos.
I
I like that.
I like food. Yeah.
All I gotta say is, if you like weed, you probably like food too.
That's a funny ass.
Kind of go hand in hand. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. August, September, October. Yeah, I mean, any of those months will work for me too. Yeah, any month that we set aside will work for me most likely.
All right, yeah, I'll figure it out. Like, on my end, I'll put some of the proceeds of sales and then a few other things, but to raise some money for this, because I think it'll be, I think a lot of people would actually enjoy you having come by, you know.
Yeah, for sure. We could set it up. We gotta have like a system right now. We gotta make
Are
sure
you
they pass
thinking-
the vibe check. You know the vibe check, right?
Yeah, exactly. Are you doing? Are you thinking this October or next October?
Next October. I mean,
Next-
we could do I'm saying we could do trial runs, like not a full blown road trip across the fucking United States, like this 1 month travel journey.
Like you said, you make it hip.
We're gonna do like,
Stop
we're gonna do
behind
like
the
LA, where I don't have to go
Tino.
nowhere. I just gotta pull up. We could test it out real quick. We could run it in
Yeah.
LA. We could
Let's
run it
do,
in Washington. We could run it in Fresno. We could run it in
Right.
fucking Mass. But like, you know what I mean? Oh, and
So let's plan for let's plan for September, October of 2026, right?
yeah.
In the meantime, let's do some short little practice runs. Like you can do one up to or over to Arizona. You can do another one up to Southern Oregon,
Yeah.
right? A few other little work out the kinks. But I think a major all the way from coast to coast trip, I think it would be dope as fuck.
Yeah. No, I'm down for it. So for that, I would say next October. Yeah, like you said.
Yeah.
That's
I think we could raise a really good chunk to buy then.
Let's go. It'll give us ample time to plan it all too.
Yeah.
If it's gonna be like a whole month, that's a lot of things we could do, and we just gotta figure out like, how much time you want to dedicate to each thing.
And if you donate $1,000 or more, Spooky will
Yeah, I'm
make
telling you, we could do wild cards too. Like for instance, like I'll fly. We could fly Marvin for 2 days of the trip.
Yeah.
Yo, and
So
we'll pull up. We'll go to Rhode Island, and we're gonna pull up at the side. You know, like me and Marv's at the.
We'll drive by 401's house.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm coming for that one. Let's go.
so the no, I think it'd be.
We'll have Marvin the roof just hanging out.
And Jason likes driving.
He's not about trees.
He's gotta be off the
You know his story? He said he's got people in the trees. He said he's gonna have the whole neighborhood with people in the trees.
Scoop up Marv, put him on the roof, and tell him he's got to be off his meds for at least 3 days.
I don't need another hit,
He turn on you real quick.
Actually, you know what would be another fun thing to do is some of the places that are unique. You can send Spooky on a mission, so we could actually have fun with it because you could almost because kind of an idea where he's going. We'll get
I have the idea in my head right now already. The concept for it. I'm like, in-house just sent me on a mission, guys. You guys want to know what it is? No,
yeah, exactly. I think it'll be a lot of fun because you have a lot of people that would definitely have you over.
Yeah, let's go. We're getting ready.
There you go, Spooky. Cindy said you go upstate New York, you can camp on her land. She got some. She got a pack of golden retrievers you could get along with too.
Yeah, I just can't wait to see all the cool shit. There's probably gonna be some like not unpleasant shit too, but I feel like a lot of people are gonna show me some cool shit out there.
Because I think if you did because what you could do is you could do the pop-ups and you could do the stash. You could stash shit along the way.
Oh, stash and dashes. Yeah,
I think that's gonna be cool. Being able to stash shit on the way, leave it on, see who picks it up.
Yeah, I definitely want to get. Make sure we had the right audio and video equipment because I want it to be it'd be awesome to get great content to really showcase people because a lot of people I think that he's going to visit is people that are truly fucking dedicated and like this you're going into their space. They probably don't even let their family members in there. Right? Because they're afraid to bring in some shit in.
Do you have any plans to put cameras mounted on your van at all? I would do one
like what I'm
experimenting
experimenting with right now, just like being able to capture like footage and like tell a story with it and captive an audience. So like there's that, figuring out that part of it all, and then repeating it over and over and over again. But I'm still figuring it out basically. But I mean,
have the people choose the adventures on the way.
Yeah, no, like in terms of like equipment and shit, we're good. Like the camera, I have a few cameras and a few audio capturing devices. Enough to at least run some trials to see what we're missing.
Yeah, that would be. I think that would be awesome. Yeah. Especially to get us all, because I know there'd be probably a couple of cities where we all could actually get there, where we could all be in the same city.
I wanted to get with each of you guys, even in here right now, you four, and then Litt too, if you had anything, because it'd be a cool way to have a drop of your shit, like in a major city, like say LA, for example. There's a lot of people that might pull up to LA, or Orange County, or Southern California, like that. They might put an exclusive drop and we can test it out like that.
I think the pop-ups would be fun. Would be awesome because if the pop-ups, if you know that somebody's going to be somewhere, because a lot of the stuff we can ship ahead of time, so that way you're not driving with felonies, there's a ton of stuff that we could do.
Yeah, we could figure it out for sure. It'll be fun.
Or the person you pick, just make sure they got a big culo,
Yo, Tino.
You see that on what was that show? That was a TV show back in the day with the dysfunctional family in Chicago.
Family Matters.
Shameless.
Shameless. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When he's coming back from Mexico, and all the people are like, "Oh, big grande culo." It never seemed so big. But yeah, I think when you get into like some of the major cities, though, I think there'll be a ton of action, and it'll be a lot of fun. I would probably come out to like 3 or 4 of the cities for sure.
I can tell you, if you do September, they have that Freedom Rally is at the end of September usually. So
I could see it just turning into like a quick,
then usually Gene Traders is out here
quick
around.
solid networking opportunity for a lot of people, you know.
I think there's also when the time comes, the people will actually they'll give it a lot of insight and a lot of ideas on it.
I love taking their recommendations. They got awesome ideas for sure.
Yeah, and I think that would be a lot of fun. You'd have to find somebody that you could stay in close proximity with, and for fucking a month. That would probably be the hardest part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
on between us all, we definitely know someone we can trust in each state that he would go to. That's for sure.
No, I'm talking about
as far
he's got somebody that's going to help him drive and help do the content.
Yeah, I have some ideas. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's more of kind of when the time comes, because that's a lot of time to be spending with somebody.
Yeah, I have a couple ideas. We'll
start picking up hitchhikers here and there. You got to drive for a couple hours.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna tell you. I'll send you Hank.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I'm gonna be editing. I'm gonna be driving. I'm gonna be
pay Hank in liquid karmas. All right.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be paying me big bucks for this show. This is more of a how long can I last type of situation.
Yeah, that would actually. Yeah, that might turn into an assault or possibly homicide. Be like, hey, Spooky doesn't seem to have Hank with you today. I don't know. In the middle of the night, he just left.
During the episode of
next thing you know, it turns into an episode of the first 48.
Yeah. Interrogation 911.
I watched a little too much Dexter.
57-year-old drug addict Hank was found in the ditch.
Yeah, because when you think about it, it's going to be probably be $2,000, $2,200 just in diesel.
I actually I feel like I've dealt with a big amount of crazy people like in real life, like even just this short amount of time we've been kicking it on here on Instagram, like since I've been active, and Hank wasn't even that bad. He was every bit of crazy you think that's true, but that still wasn't that bad. He was actually a really good person.
Hank's a really good person. But everything that you see is not much different in real life. He's crazy as fuck. I mean, he was hunting a beaver with a fucking Bowie knife. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, look at the little guy.
For somebody that lives in a city like Boston, it doesn't seem like an activity that it doesn't seem like that doesn't seem like the behavior you would be into, is like hunting a beaver with a Bowie knife, and dead serious about it.
Well, hey, got to get him where you fit in over there.
Then again, he goes out at like 2 a.m, 3 a.m, and fishes. But I think it'll be a lot of fun. You're probably roughly like $2,000 in food, or not food, but gas alone. Yeah, we'll probably need to raise about $15,000.
The gas is a big one. But yeah, I think it'd be a fun little project for sure.
Yeah, it'll be fun to map out. But in the meantime, you should do some short little ones. LA to you're what 12 hours from LA to Southern Oregon.
Southern Oregon. I've never been there, but I definitely want to come up there.
Yeah, because how long is it to Fresno?
4 hours.
Okay, because it's 6 hours, 6 or 7 hours from Fresno.
So where?
For Southern Oregon?
Yeah. It's like 7. It was 8 to Ashland, whatever that is.
Yeah, 12 hours. It's about 12 hours to go all the way up California. That's you could do a lot of stops in Cali, actually, like major cities in Cali.
Yeah.
You can go to Weed, City Weed.
And then Oregon, too. I've never been to Oregon at all.
Yeah, Oregon's awesome. And then you can drive up 4 more hours, 5 more hours, and then you could be in Portland.
Yeah, that would be a pretty solid trip right there, up and down.
Yeah. Well, I'll come down for the Southern Oregon and Portland, and then Bone will come. Bone, I'm pretty sure will come down to Portland.
Let's go. I think that's a good test one right there. You're right. It'd be fun to do something like Vegas and stuff too.
Oh, Vegas is definitely a destination. Like a destination spot.
Yeah.
I'd fly out to Vegas, meet you there.
Let's go.
100. Let's see what the comments are looking like. Hit that like button. 40 watching. There should be 40 likes. Don't be some hoes.
Tell him, Ricky.
Let's go. Yeah. Everybody's on there, and one guy's on Litt's Twitch. What's up, Litt's boy?
That's not even his word. That's a bot.
Yeah, Stream Boo? Is this your boy? Litt, is this your man?
Janile Boy QC for more.
Yeah, Litt. I vote for Vegas.
I think Vegas would actually be really cool if you did that one.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are from Vegas.
How far is that from you?
Fuck, like 4 hours too.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's right there.
I'm 100% down for Vegas.
There you go. There's your first one.
A 4-hour drive for you. It's a 2-hour flight for me.
Let's go. I already know Tino's down. We're gonna get him a Fat Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be the sober driver.
You're the sober driver. Yeah, that's a plot twist right there. Yeah, you're the sober one, and me and Al's gonna get lit, and then you have to drive us around, and we got a fourth camera guy. We got a
hey Spooky, let's go to Vegas. We'll jump off the stratosphere.
Oh shit, no, that's just crazy. Yo,
going extreme right there. Let's go.
No, I'm down. That shit's I seen that shit. That shit looks crazy.
Yeah, either let's either jump out the stratosphere or we'll fuck around, jump out of a plane.
You guys are crazy. I'm staying on the ground.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't let you jump on yourself anyways. They got a destructor. He does all the work. Mostly.
Yeah, you can jump out the stratosphere.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
That's an actual attraction there.
Yeah, I seen the zip lines too. He says there's zip lines.
Zip lines are cool.
Fremont.
I've seen people get stuck on the zip lines, you know.
I didn't go on the Vegas ones, but I went on like these ones in Cancun. That was pretty fun. Yeah, zip lines. We
should get Tino on the zip line and wait for him to come down and try to get something in the track so he gets stuck in the middle. Some people get stuck. They get like they got to come out and like hook them and drag them back to the other side.
That's funny.
Oh man. So I finally got my stuff working. It's pretty nice. After all these years, it's only took
you
me
did
3
full
years.
turnover, didn't you?
Huh?
You turned your whole room over, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I got I made a ton of clones. So whatever you guys need, let me know. But I can send them up to you. Spooky, twisted, whatever.
Yeah, I want to.
Tommy made like 400 clones. I saw him count them
As
off
soon as
earlier.
I brought your 3 back, the peach crack, the chem, and the thing, I cloned them.
You got it?
They rooted really fast. Yeah, the peach crack made hella roots.
Yeah, the peach crack is on crack.
That's kind of why I like to make some clones in the arrow cloner. Sometimes sometimes some strains just root better.
Yeah, definitely. Some strains, yeah, it's all variables for sure.
So like, and that's a good variable to look out for, like a good rooter.
Yeah, which ones work better in the arrows?
Yeah, I get them pretty good either way. But yeah, I finally got the website working. It's like fully functional. I figured out how to do like the tagging to where you could like if you hit the BMG, it'll bring up all the BMGs. If you hit the
it's all categorized.
Yeah, I have it even if you hit Volato, it'll bring up all the Volato packs, even if they're different like FEMs or regs or whatever. It'd just be all Volato or all, you know what I mean? So it's like I gotta go through and do it more, but yeah.
Somebody said a strain the other day, and I used your website to look it up.
Where'd you go, Litt?
Worked good.
Yeah, I'm gonna update everything. I'm gonna make it to where you could look on the front and it's gonna show the name and the lineage instead of having to click it.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, I just figured out how to like operate it, so I'm kind of happy.
Let's go.
That's what's up, though. That's a huge step, man.
Yeah,
that's
finally.
dope.
Brick by brick, baby.
It's only taken 5 years.
It's better late than never.
Let's go.
Let me know. I'll make you some magnets so you can give out with orders from your website.
Let's go.
Pick the
magnet man.
The magnet man. That's what we could call it too. It's just we're doing art drops.
Oh shit! Let's go. Look at Spooky with big brain.
It's an art drop tour merchandise.
You're gonna write it all off.
Litt said it keeps freezing.
But yeah, you got any plants outside? I already got my first run halfway through greenhouse.
Yeah, I did. I put a male out there, exhale, and then a couple of plants. Yeah.
Let's go. So this is my favorite time of year right now. The early run. To get a whole run in before like veg even starts is a good feeling.
not everybody is blessed with that like ability.
We just started.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's barely snow on the ground still." It's like, "Oh shit."
That sucks about here. We just started getting warm this week, so.
Oh yeah, it's already too hot over here.
He said it's already too hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been just about hitting the 80s, high 70s, 80s here. So a couple weeks ago, it was in the 30s, 40s.
It was pretty nice today, but it'll get like it's gonna be cold all week, but then it'll jump right up back up.
You're gonna put your next match out early June.
Yeah, it's fake summer, and then it's
pretty much
cold real quick, and then it jumps straight to 90, and then 100, and then 110. I live in hell, so you know what I mean.
A lot of watering.
I try to get things out as soon as it's warm enough, and if I got to, I got like these fucking beaming lights outside. I'll just let them. I'll let them light it up.
Are you mending outside, or are you just doing straight hose water? Are you watering?
I use the palm water personally.
I usually just use hose water just to see what my shit does, like with just not a lot of care outside.
I got one of those battery powered watering things. I drop the hose into the pond, and I just they love it.
I'll just take the cocoa and put it in a 1 gallon cocoa and put it in a 5 gallon ocean forest and just feed it water. And it doesn't really need any other nutrients than that. It stays green all the time.
Tino's got the perfect setup over there. You got the outdoor, you got the greenhouse, you got the indo.
Yeah, there's a tent in there too somewhere.
Basically, like maximize both areas, like and makes them work like coexist
forever,
like for like a perpetual.
Right. Took a long time to get into the groove. But yeah, it works. I got the little system down. That's all that matters. Works
I love how you got that greenhouse set up, especially for the making seeds and everything.
That story is legendary. He got it from fucking another breeder.
HBK. Yeah, and he moved to Thailand.
That greenhouse itself has made so many fucking seeds, bro.
Yeah, keeping it alive. No, straight up though. It's
HBK, bro. The guy who made Chili Verde.
Chili Verde. Let's
Chili
go.
Verde.
Shout out HBK. He's always cool, dude.
I don't know him very well, but I just imagine him like a Canatai.
He's like Canatai, but nice. He's like soft spoken.
He's like Canatai, but nice.
Canatai is nice to the people he likes.
Hey, Spooky, what type of van did you pick up?
I have a Sprinter 2500 to 170 wheelbase.
Let's go. And now, so if you're planning this trip, he's like,
right?
That can't fit in the back of here.
Right. If he plans for a whole year, it's gonna be a hell of a trip. I already know.
Look, I was looking. I was just doing the math, right? So, say if they're between 40 and 70,000 or whatever, right? It would cost about 20 to convert or you can buy them done for like 120, 150,000 or something.
I don't know.
I'll send you in a DM what I paid for just what I have, and it's a little bit more, but it's around there. It's a little bit more.
You could buy a house in Fresno.
Yeah, I could have probably been living in Oklahoma right now with like a 4-bedroom or some shit.
Yeah.
So you're probably you're probably in the neighborhood of around 60 grand, 60 or 70 or whatever.
That's the cost of the van brand new.
Yeah.
2024.
And then to convert it, you're another 15 or 20 into that.
Well, depends on how you want to convert it. You know what I mean? You're probably more like if you want to AC like
know what you're
make
doing.
it smaller, you're probably gonna do triple that 60. You know what I mean? You're probably gonna make it like that's what I see it at least 100.
But
at least
it
100.
depends on what you need to do, what you need to do with it. You know, like
okay. So the way I see it is,
put in 150 in it.
If I was buying all the stuff and having somebody else install it or whatever, the vast majority of the stuff, you don't want to put it
yourself though, because you want it to be nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You got the whole solar setup in there, right? The power converter.
Yeah, I have
you got the walls and floor
system that's they routed it to the solar. I don't know how to do this shit. I understand how it works.
Solar panels, just ballers. But
I will get a Sprinter van and a fucking air mattress.
Let's go. Oh, I see where you're going with it though. You're saying you want to do you're gonna build one too.
Yes.
Let's go, dude. Van life, let's go.
Yes. But what I'm saying is like, okay, for instance, I'll have shit to do, so Tino could come in and take over, right? And then I can have Twisted come in, right? It's not like I have to drive the whole fucking thing.
Yeah,
but I would do it. I'd go on the road with you for a month, no problem.
Oh, I mean, if you're gonna do that, then I don't know. I was gonna say rent it, but I mean, a year is a long time from now, so you never know. I mean,
Well, I mean, I get a lot of use out of it prior to that, but what I'm saying is like it's feasible in a sense that, like, I like the Sprinter version over like a fucking RV or something, because the RV is like driving a fucking box down the road, you know?
yeah. I mean, there's a couple of things you could research that could help you if you want to, if you're serious about it. Like, I could show you what company I used, what they charged me, and what I got for it, so you can have a picture of like what what they're advertising versus what maybe I probably have a lot of what I would do instead, because I did it for the first time for myself, and there's a lot of things I would have not done. So
I can make a lot of custom stuff because I have a full-fledged wood shop.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You know?
no, definitely. You
So that's what I'm saying, is a little bit different. I'm a little bit different on my end because I can make it as custom as I want to. You know?
Yeah, it's just like building a house. If you know how to do that, then you're good.
Yeah.
You're
just building a smaller house on wheels.
You should do it, and then use it for what you want, like with the create the content you want with it, and then flip it, or like it's like a home.
I'm looking at it now, and I'm like,
it's gonna be your home for a month. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. A home.
Well, no, I mean, we go camping, we do a lot of stuff. I mean, we get a lot of use out of it.
No, yeah, you could use it to tow your toys around. I'm sure you got a lot of like 4-wheelers and shit.
You know what? Actually, that's not a bad idea, because there's along the way there's a ton of riding spots. So I could bring 2 or 3. I got 4. I can bring the quads, and I'll bring both dirt and sand paddles. You know. Get some riding in.
I'm supportive of you getting into the van life. See, I need as many van life buddies.
Somebody said you could buy a street in Michigan.
I think I would. Best thing for you to do is do the research, a little bit of research, and then look at what I paid and what I got, and try to replicate a little bit for a cheaper cost. Do what they did, kind of, but better, and in your own way, and add the things you want, because you have the skills to do that.
Yeah. Well, what I was thinking is I mean, it's going to cost what it's going to cost, but I'd want to, like, when it builds shit, it's like you go over the top, because like your ADD kicks in and all that. So not only does it have to be perfect, it's got to be practical, but also cool as fuck, right? So that's why I'm like, I have a feeling I'm going to open a can of worms and then just over-engineer the motherfucker, and yeah.
Definitely can.
I could definitely see myself doing that. But also not above getting a transit van and a fucking. I'll do it. Look, I'll fuck around and get a transit van, put bunk beds in there.
No, yeah, no. I mean, if you want to go the cheapest and see if it's really for you, there's the Ram ProMaster. People build one of those, so that's bringing your cost down way lower too.
No, that's what I'll do. Is I'll get a transit van, put bunk beds in there and a cooler, and fucking and start my journey.
That's what I'm saying. That works.
Yeah,
I have it set up right now. Mine's not all the way done. My toilet is a fucking. I spin it like this and it expands, and it's like and I spin it like this and it's flat. So it's like an expandable stool. Like I just put a bag in,
Yeah.
That's my first toilet in there, but I kind of want to show that, and then like up my upgrade from there. I want to.
Yeah, I think I'll stop at rest stops if I'm dropping deuces on my trip.
It's right? For emergencies. It's for emergencies.
There you go, big ass bread truck. I mean, yeah. I don't know, I'm gonna look into it. Kind of.
Yeah, I'm going on my first camping trip this weekend actually with it. I've taken it to Mammoth so far to go snowboarding, but I haven't gone camping yet. We're going to Zion.
Spooky, you just pull up on somebody to visit their to visit their grow. You just drop a deuce in the yard and bury it. That'll be fertilizer in a couple months.
Fill it up a little.
What's up, J Bud? Yeah. No, I think it'd be fun. I mean, it would take us all of like 4 weeks to do coast to coast. But if we did that, then what I would do is I would drive down to LA, and then we would leave from LA and then do the bottom part of the country and skipping Texas, and then coming back up over the top, because then we could split up in Colorado, where you go down towards LA, and then I go up towards Seattle.
Let's do it. That would be dope. You could do like a string of content like that, but it's coming from two different point of views, kind of, and you're doing like 17 years.
Well, if we were caravanning it, I'm pretty sure there'd be crazy people that would join us for part of the league. But just the fucking shit we would get into, the fucking shenanigans. A month of fucking craziness. Sign me the fuck up.
I always pictured it as taking the shit show on the road.
100%.
Spookies on the road shit show.
Don't put my name on this shit.
You said don't put my name.
Yeah, oh man, I'm telling you, you get I don't know, I'm just so, like, the last episode of the randos kind of turned me off, but it used to be so much fun to bring random people, and then they just turned weird.
We hit a battle and it kind of ruined the whole vibe of the trip. It was a good trip overall, though, that last one. But
yeah, well, it's a hit or miss.
It was after.
Yeah, it was all after. He went like psycho ex-girlfriend on us and shit.
Yeah. Well, it was everybody letting them into their houses and shit without hitting us up. It's like,
well, it goes to show how much people.
He brushed his teeth. He's got stuff on my mirror. I kicked him out of here.
That is crazy as shit. All that guy did, all he did was name drop Tino and In-House, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, come on in." Like, no.
Your friend came over. Was that dude? That ain't my
fucking friend.
Dudes are weird out in Michigan. You guys think everything's real. This is the internet.
The funniest shit was when he was texting. He's like, "Yeah." He was picking up that chick or whatever, and he's like, "Yeah, I stayed back because I'm about to do this," and I took a picture of her, and I was like, "You're talking about her? Because she's with us. She's on the bus."
Oh,
and
yeah.
He's like, "Oh man."
No, we sent her the pic. We took a picture of her and sent it to him.
Yeah, well, because he
tried to lie. He tried to say he was with her.
Yeah, he was like,
he's like, with her?
Yeah,
he's an idiot. He's an idiot.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, that's why he stayed behind. He's like, yeah, we're about to do this, we're about to do that, and I was like, you talking about this person?
We knew him for like 3 or 4 years on here. That's why you can't be trusted people. You think you know them in the comments or whatever.
No,
3 or 4 years, or even come in the lives, hanging out 3 or 4 years, meet them in person. They couldn't take it. Couldn't take hanging out.
Lost his mind.
He didn't even go home. He went to Hash Bash and stayed there for a month.
I was like, wasn't it like 2 months? Because he was with Began for like 3 weeks.
No, hell no, he wasn't. No, definitely not.
What?
He was not last at Began's that long. Not even close. No, he was there like a month and he disappeared. He went homeless, completely gone after that.
Oh.
Yeah, it was probably like 2 months. Yeah.
All right, Spooky, you're selling me on this van life.
You haven't seen the guy in traffic, or he's stuck in traffic, and he just turns around and He's got a microwave. It's got chicken nuggets in it.
Yeah, he starts making everything.
He pulls up in the fridge and busts out a soda, and he gets 6 pack.
I'm telling you, look, if it comes down to it, bunk beds, a cooler, and an air fryer, game on.
If that shit didn't cost as much as my house does, you know what I mean? I'd be down for that. But
Got a 30-foot camper. I'll just tow that wherever I need to go.
I'm gonna get me a tent trailer. That's probably more of my budget.
Get one of those one wheels and just one wheel across America.
Oh damn! Put me on the one wheel, Spooky. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I would so. Because there's like when you, especially like when you get into like Kentucky and a few other places, the yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to really actually. I think I'm gonna join you on this.
People were telling me to go to Kentucky.
That's right, man. That's at the Breeders' Ball. That's what's up. Oh yeah.
Yeah, J Bud.
I had a good time at the Breeders' Ball. That was fun.
Get a sidecar. Yeah, no. I think we can do pop-ups. We'll go get a dunk tank. You guys can pull up, win seeds, and see if you can dunk Spooky.
I'm down. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm game. I think it's gonna be fun.
You can only dunk me if you can do at least 10 pull-ups.
Actually,
you know what? Yeah, I'll take the brunt.
I'll plan a bunch of grow-offs on this little trip, and then on the way back.
Yeah. Now you're cooking.
Yeah.
So you gotta do. We're gonna have to do 2 trips. You're gonna have to go. We'll drop off all the clones on all the trips. We'll like ship them out to you, and then we'll have to plan another trip and plan each one to bring the people back to host an event. This is what I used to do here. I used to pass out the clones. We'd host the event. I still kind of doing the same thing online with the grow cups, but I've been wanting to do like a kind of a nationwide grow off with clones. And I think we could do it like this. Everybody gets the same clones. And I think it would be a good way to spread the clone around, promote it, get everybody growing, bring everybody together. We could put everybody in a group chat on Instagram, or we can make a page on Discord. There's a lot we could do that I already want to do, but I just think we could add this on to you guys' little
That
trip.
would be, that's a fucking great idea. I think that's a great idea. Even if you set up the grow off almost in the same time range as you're crossing the country, so they're harvesting, right? And then you're going to the next one, somebody brought up, they said
we could just set it up, pass them out,
Nah.
and then set the events up at the end. I would want to do like a show up event, give them out, and then 3 months later do another event.
Nah, I'll box Marv before.
I think your idea better. Yeah, pass them out.
I'm not driving around with Merc. I'm fucking boxing.
Yeah, we should get a cage, but have it be like a dummy cage with like really big gloves and like a big helmets, and you have to dress.
Oh yeah.
You can do that legally. Sumo wrestle, like the blow up shit.
Oh yeah, sumo wrestle. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just get a gymnasium, like rent out a gymnasium.
You see him out there, the sumo wrestler outfit. Yeah.
Those are crazy.
I'll take Mirko.
He said, "I'll pick up Mirko." Oh no!
Oh no! Look,
all right. See, this is what we have. We get out of hand.
Look, I'm telling you, like Mirko.
Stay focused.
I would take Mirko on a road trip. I think that would be a fucking riot.
You just want to beat up Merc, which I want to see.
No.
Pop up breeders boxing and
I'm beating up Merc first, bro.
You're after me. We're doing a grow cup.
Yeah, we'll bring Clarice out of retirement too.
The grow cups after we beat up Merc.
Yeah. Yeah, that would definitely, you'd want to put a camera inside the vehicle for that.
100%.
And
That's why
then,
I'm
so
spooky
if you
about
brought,
cameras.
and then I think it would be see how many hours it would take before Spooky kicked Marv out of the van.
Marv, I think me and Marv will get along actually.
I think you would. I would think after about hour 12 or
Marv's
14, I think you would kick him out.
I feel like
Nah, he's probably got the fire.
He would be able to keep me going like the whole time, like fucking.
Yeah, he's gonna be talking
I'll be
and
feeding off his crackhead energy.
yeah, you can just go live and put Marv on there and just everybody be entertained.
Yeah. So I think a few people like that would be awesome to bring out.
Money.
You got to get Marv to give you 50 pull-ups now.
Marv's down.
But I like that. But I go
to
back to Tino's idea though.
Use a vacation.
Set up a grow cup in the process, and on the long, basically, everybody can participate, but really get people that are going to be along the route.
We'll do it like a clone that I've never passed out or something, and the only way you can get it is if you get in this and then blah, blah, blah.
I think you could do clones and seeds. So it's just timing, right?
And the only rule is you
This
gotta
seeds
grow.
online.
You get spooky bags.
Spooky can show up to your fucking grow like Oprah. You get a fucking spooky bag. You get a spooky bag. Right?
The next event, I don't know. I don't see myself really going to events. The only one I really want to go to next is that Boston Freedom Rally. I keep missing it, but I don't know. I don't see myself going anywhere for a while. We'll see.
Everybody's on the main YouTube. Let's go.
Yeah, I would do that. I would hike a portion of the Appalachian Trail.
42.
42, yeah.
42.
Hey, Spooky, do you hike at all?
Yeah. Yeah, I like hiking for sure. Yeah.
You should actually you should fly up here, and then we could go do the Pacific Coast Trail. We could do 2 or 3 days on the Pacific Coast Trail.
Jeez, I'm down. Fuck yeah.
Do the better part of it. So like the better part of it is like northern Washington, like Mount Baker area. It would take us probably 3 days, 4 days to get from Baker down through Snoqualmie.
Yeah, so for me to have 11 days off, I just need 3 days of PTO. So for the example, this weekend I'm going on a camping trip to Zion.
Yeah.
So I took 3 days off of work, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I've been off for 4 days before that. So I'm back.
Yeah, we can do it. You can do it in late. You can do it in July or August too.
Yeah, July, my birthday weekend or birthday week, like around there. My birthday's July 9th, so I could come.
Or we can do the. It's also there's one in a good portion of it in Northern California too.
What is it in Northern California?
The Pacific Coast Trail.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm
So
down
like
or pull up on wherever you are. I don't know, whatever you.
Well, there's really the Pacific Coast Trail. You can, I mean, it goes from Canada to Mexico, but there's like some that are really good because there's really good hiking. There's obviously some waterfalls and some really other good shit. But there's parts of it that are really good. But you're on that trail for like 2 or 3 days.
You gotta get did you see those goggles I sent you? Those DJI?
You said to me? No, I didn't see it.
I sent you on the text. Anyways,
I did see. I didn't get to watch it yet. Then
the YouTube video. Anyways, they're super cheap, but I was gonna say is you can get like really good video. I know you got a good drone too, but I just don't know how far.
Yeah, I want a better drone for sure eventually.
So the DJI. Is it DJI? Anyways, their shit's like super badass. I know you got that little camera thing.
Yeah, that's what's recording this right now. Actually,
Yeah,
I
that
think it
thing's
has
super
webcam,
badass.
too.
It's really cool. Yeah.
It's got I could basically be chasing the motherfucker and it'll be stabilizing the whole time. Look, I'm
Yeah.
like,
So they do all the stabilizing. They got but I was saying you should buy those goggles and then buy a one of their drones.
yeah,
You could probably get in. I mean, the shit's expensive, but those goggles are only like $200. You can get a good drone for like $500, and then you could do really nice videos in 4K. And then with the goggles, you could fly it around. You could get and they go super far. They go for miles.
yeah.
And you can still see on the goggles. They're the connection and everything is crazy. They're better than most everything. I don't know. I don't know everything about FPV. Don't kill me, FPV experts.
I'm gonna do some research. I know there's a lot of different options.
There's different ones, and they're not all compatible. But I know I really like theirs.
No,
Maybe
yeah.
not their drones exactly, but they're
Some of
DJI
it
definitely
looks exactly like the camera that I have, but that with this attached to the bottom of it, like the gimbal that's on my camera. That's what's on the bottom of those drones.
Yeah, it's more about the headgear with them. You could put the shit on any drone, really.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But take that on your trip and
It's
your
on my list for sure.
hiking and shit. I'm telling you, to be totally worth it.
Gives you like the first person flight view.
Yeah. I've never flown it like that before yet.
It makes it super easier. You don't have to see which way it's turning or.
Yeah.
You probably don't have that with your drone.
No. Mine's just straight through the remote.
That's how they fly Apache helicopters, is through the goggles.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah. Let me try to get. Yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I tried to get Mirko up here during the winter to go up to Baker or go to Snoqualmie or Crystal, but he never made it.
Mirko's a master flaker.
Well, I know I didn't. Yeah, true, but he's about snowboarding, so that's why I figured.
Yeah, that's what we figured he would go with us to China Peak or something. We got him. He's like, he agreed to go with us. Then we picked a day, and then he said he couldn't go anymore.
He doesn't want to make the haters mad, right?
He was supposed to meet us at a mountain nearby, and we went without. He never showed up. We went without him.
He just basically said his cock holster is not yours.
Yeah, pretty much. We weren't cool enough for him.
Where is it a pretty good place? China Peak?
Nah.
It's okay. Yeah. It's like smaller than Big Bear, actually.
It's what we have around here. That's about it.
It's good if you're like haven't gone running in a while and you just try and get a run in,
Yeah.
It was kind of tough when we went. Like, I've never had it be that
I had fun.
No, we did have fun, but that one spot was all slow. I was like, this is.
Oh yeah. It wasn't the perfect time to go snowboarding, like fresh powder days.
You gotta wait till it turns into concrete. Now, so.
Wait till it turns into ice.
I'm still working on my shit. Like, I think I need to play with my stance a little bit so I can dial it in a bit.
You regular or goofy footed?
I'm regular, but I have this weird thing where I'm like bouncing back and forth from goofy to I'm switching. So I'm not like carving. I'm not like going heel toe down the mountain. I'm like having an issues balancing. Staying on one, so I'm like constantly switching from goofy to like falling on my heels and then go. It's just like a weird thing that's happening right now. I think it's my stance. You guys got anything?
West Utah? Aren't you going to Utah, Swiggy?
Yeah. I'm going to Utah for 3 days, 4 days. Yeah, we're going Friday afternoon, and probably come back Monday. Should be an interesting trek. That's like 8 hours of driving one way, and yeah, we'll see how many times we have to stop. What's up? In the comments, drop a comment if you're still awake right now or you're just sleeping in here.
Yeah, about that.
You guys know what that means. Drop that hashtag. If you guys want to get entered into a giveaway, is that on right now? Is that what that's, sir?
Yes, sir.
Let's go. The power of deduction right there. Just kidding. You guys didn't hit that hashtag already. You guys can throw it up right now.
Even if you did, you might want to do it.
J Bud, is that you? You said, "What's up, brother?" We got 40 real ones right now. See, one of my goals right now is to get 1,000 people in a live at once, so we could do like a 1,000-person duck race real quick. Like, I want to see how long it takes me to type that.
Let's go.
But we're building it up. We're at 40 right now. Next week we should have 42. You know what I mean?
Boneyard took off. See you later, Boneyard.
Later, Boneyard. Have a good night, sir.
He said he had to go.
Peace. I still think we need to do like a 12-hour to 24-hour marathon on the live.
Oh, you want to do one of those again?
Yeah. Well, like for old time's sake, like we haven't done it in a minute.
I'm ready.
Our live.
$24 hours?
Either 12 first or 24. That'd be
Me and in-house did
yeah, technically you did, yeah.
Yeah, damn near 24.
like 22 hours.
Cause you had 4 hour.
4 hour lives was easy.
Yeah.
We were judging it. All right, we got
YouTube. I don't think there's a limit on YouTube, honestly. I think the limit is 12. It's not that there's a limit on 12 hours. Is that after 12 hours it won't upload to YouTube. So you have to break it like a 24-hour live into 2 lives.
You just come right back on.
Yeah. Intermission.
There's no limit to how long. It must be 12 hours stream to be. It won't archive it. Okay.
Something like that. I think I read.
Yeah, there's no limit to how long you can live stream on YouTube, but if you want to stream to be archived, it must be 12 hours or less.
And when it says archive, it just talk about like posted on
posting it, yeah.
Let's go. Hey, yeah, post what you're smoking on. This guy's smoking on BMG cookies.
Let's go.
Damn.
Drop in the comments. Let's go. Uncle Lever is fucking mushrooms, apparently.
Shoot the pics. Shoot the pics. Shoot a nug. Let's go.
Shoot a nug.
Yeah, I just pumped my website. There, I got everything on sale. It's fucking. I'm gonna see if that motherfucker's working. But it's a miracle, guys. It's a miracle.
I was trying to say earlier, I was talking to somebody about. They were telling me about one of your strains that they're growing. We were like, "Oh, like which one is that one?" You know, and we just pulled up your website, and then I just went to all your strains in alphabetical order, and then it wasn't right there because it was like, I think it was like we were looking at the G to look for grape, but it was bazooka grape
Right.
But it wasn't at the first one, but we just went a little further and we were able to find it right away.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try to have it. That's what I did now. I'm going through and I'm setting it up better to where if you click on the purple Doge, if you click on BMG 8 or whatever it is, it'll bring up all those strains easier. If you click on regs or if you click on FEMs or. But yeah, Uncle Lieber, nice picture there, buddy.
Uncle Lieber is a wild card too, right there. I know you guys got to meet him at Breeders' Ball, right?
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Uncle Lieber is lit.
We got in trouble.
He's on the Pineapple right now. He's on Pineapple Express and he's smoking mushies.
Look, he got the deals on there right now.
Yeah, I got everything super cheap. But yeah, like right. So if you click on it, like see how it says, just click on whatever.
Click on the grape soda one.
And then you go scroll down. See how it has the purple Doge underlined right there.
Yeah, perfect.
It has the cherry soda underlined. Up.
Yeah.
Up. Over.
Yep.
Right there, underlined. Yeah, right there. See how those are underlined? So you could click on that. It'll bring up all the purple Doges.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so then watch. You can go and click on the green crack gelato. Yeah, and then click on the green crack gelato 1. Yeah, that one. And it'll bring up. I have both of those underneath green crack gelato, even though that one's a FEM and that one's a reg.
Nice.
So if you're looking for just green crack gelato crosses or just with this strain or whatever, I'm gonna have them all organized like that. That's how you could find them.
Nice.
I like that.
But yeah, when you go to the front, like the main thing is the merch, the FEMs, and the regs. So you could just click on merch; it'll take you to all the merch. You click on the FEMs; it'll take you to all the FEMs. So yeah, if you want all the BMGs, you click on the BMG. If you want all the strawberries, so if you want strawberries, you would go like click on the FEMs, since you know they're FEMs. Find one that's like crossed with like anyone that says berry. You just click on that and then click on the strawberries.
You should throw some dealer's choice like scoop, bundle scoops.
Just like that, and then there's all the strawberries. Yeah.
Should create some like dealer's choice bundles they could buy and stuff, like scoop prices for like dealer's choice.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I just got to get.
I like that it's categorized.
I can't put pictures on this website, but I'm working on another website to put all the pictures on. And if you guys want to see the pictures, just join the Discord. We're going to be trying to put more stuff on there, but I don't know if I could put like a link on here that can link me over to the other website or something like that. I need to figure out for the pictures because I have a bunch of great pictures. It's just no pictures on the website is killing me.
Put like up here somewhere in your menu where your drop down menu is here, put like photography and have it go to the link of the next website.
Yeah, and then you have a side website where you focus just on like displaying your like crosses you made or like categorize like documenting that in like a photographic way, I guess.
Right. Yeah. That's why I got a lot of stuff on each little page on Discord. You guys can go on there and post if you have that. Find your strain, post it on there.
That'd be a good idea for sure.
And if you request, the admin will make you
a picture on X that can link to the website. That's a good idea. I don't know if the website's going to let me do that, though. They're super strict. It's crazy. I can't even put like a description. Oh, it gets you this or that, or they're like, nah. It's because I could sell like CBD and clones and shit on there.
It should be a if you know shit type of thing, anyways. So, and then that other website could be if you know, or like
pictures definitely help. But I was thinking about setting it up on the other website, my other website, and doing like a different domain, and then sending everybody over there because the pictures over there, and I'll do all the descriptions over there, and then I'll put a link on that website that links it to this.
Yeah, like I said, just have another menu spot for another page.
I don't know. The thing is, I don't know how to do that. I'm just talking like magic happens. I barely just figured out how to edit this shit. I'm not gonna.
It's got a pretty cool website too.
Be able to do that, you know what I mean? Like,
hey, is that deal still going that you're doing?
What?
Is that a 420 deal still going?
For our website, yes.
Oh, for the clones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys got to get on that shit.
Are we doing giveaways tonight or what? What's the home growers thing about?
Yes.
I'm down to give a pack away.
Do it. All you guys gotta do is type hashtag home growers, and you guys are entered.
So we got 41 watching, only 32 entered. So if you think you didn't get on it, you better get on it.
Damn, you guys don't know how to type 2 words. Home growers. Let's go. I gotta go finish packing.
Yeah, I gotta get some dinner.
Same.
Dinner,
I heard Tino saying something earlier. If you buy something on the site today, you got a little extra.
Yep.
Just saying. Just throwing that out there.
Posted a video on the snow beef. That shit the snow beef is really good.
No, they're all coming out good, bro. I'm excited for you, bro. It's coming in waves. It's coming in waves, bro.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely
what we'll do is we'll set a goal. If we hit that goal, then Tino has to go garden with bacon naked.
I'm down. Set the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said the
You guys don't want to. I'm not.
So that way, not only is his banner represented, but Tino.
I was saying I'm not gonna pick up any of that rosin from bacon for this run. You know,
He's not making that into rosin. He's selling that just pure bud. It's gonna have
Good old Canadian bushweed.
Oh man.
No, I got a mustache shoe. Don't make me go get that shit right now.
This is all I'll be wearing. Put a little mustache like that. No.
You got to get Spooky's apron.
This is the
one with the pop
best
out.
stories right here. I went to Tino's house, right? And then I'm like, look who's live, Tino. And I showed him my phone, and it was Dynasty. And then Tino was wearing his full.
I was fully dressed up.
Yeah, he got his whole Tino suit on, right? Like everything. And then I request. This is like midst of his war with Masonic, and so these things were still like new. Everybody was like, "What the fuck's going on?" Like everybody's fighting now. Like, and then so he adds me in because we're cool right now. And then all of a sudden he sees Tino. He's like, "What the hell?"
Kick this out like it's
Yeah. Get out of here. Yeah, that's the last time I saw him.
That was the last I saw him. We got to do that on here one night where you get somebody to come on and drink the liquid karma.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We have 2 people already signed up.
Oh shit!
I'm trying to find more people that have high tolerance. Anybody in here?
You definitely need a high tolerance.
We're gonna. There's a slight interview process right now.
Yeah.
You gotta put in your application, and then if you get approved, you might be on the show. There's a whole production.
You gotta go through the prelim first.
Garbo gets home Friday, so I'll be ready after that.
Yeah, we got 2. Him and Johnny Joe said they're down to come on and go live for like an hour at least.
Yeah, you gotta bet. You gotta be vetted in order to make it on this shit show.
Uncle Lemur might be down. I'm not sure.
He's always down.
He's always down. That guy had us all over Traverse City looking for his dad.
Yes, definitely, Tommy. Definitely.
He's like, I'm at the casino. So we go to the casino. He's like, yeah, no, I'm at out here on Main Street. And I was like, that's not
It's
the
over
casino.
there. Yeah, we couldn't find his ass.
Like fucking, he wants to play Where's Waldo and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that with him, but it was my fault. I gave him the wrong. There's like 2 7-Elevens near me, and I was at the wrong one the whole time. I sent him the address to a different one, and I was like, I'm thinking he's at this one.
That's an honest mistake because there's probably 10 7-Elevens in the fucking 2 mile proximity where you're at.
Here's the crazy story, though.
We're in the most northern part of Michigan, and it's like a fucking one horse town. And this guy's like, I'm over here. So we go over there. He's not there.
Yeah, I think he had a not had a phone at the time, so he had to get. He said he bought a phone just to call me.
Baller. He's like, yeah, I'm calling you from the burner. Where you at?
That's what he had to do. That's just crazy. I was like, oh, I feel so bad when he finally.
Remember back in the day, you could go in and get a Boost Mobile for fucking $100 and make up a name.
Yeah, I never did that personally, but yeah.
I put a kibosh to that.
Yep.
I didn't get to enjoy the Boost Mobile era.
A Boost Mobile? Yeah. You had an Amigo on the other end. You were in business.
Amigo.
Hell yeah.
I think that app is still around, right?
I don't know. I know that they well now if your phone is next to another phone, it automatically connects it to it. So your burner phone ain't full of shit anymore.
No, he's in Cali. All right, let's do this giveaway. Who wants to go first? We'll do. Tino said he want to do something. We'll run it so we can close it out at what, 3 hours? It's 2 hours and 27 minutes right now.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff made up for the X pick, so I'll run
wait,
2 names real quick.
What's that gonna? Can you talk more about that for people that don't know?
Well, it's already pretty much. Well, I guess you can still go over there and sign up. I'll probably add you to it. But what I did was I just asked a simple question on X a few weeks ago if people like to hunt. So if you like to hunt, just go comment over there, and that's what people did. And then now we're gonna start cycling through that list and start grouping people up to grow. We have a bunch of we have like a handful of platinum crosses, a few other crosses that we just never did anything with. So the goal will be is to kind of teach people how to get people hunting, sharing information, and kind of getting on that path. Something we've talked about before. But it was such an outpour. There was a lot of people that commented.
Oh yeah, I didn't know X was so
62 comments, 413
X
likes.
was so thriving. I guess a lot of people switched over when Instagram started being more shitty.
Yeah, that's why the idea is to start doing a lot more over on X because there's a bit more freedom over there. Plus, you get a bit better expression. I'm in a good part of the algorithm because my feed is just nothing but plants and buds and people growing. So if I can stay in that algorithm over there, awesome. I go on to IG and I see fucking 2 dudes and banging a donkey and shit. Like, what the fuck what is this?
It's fucked
right?
up to get to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, a video you may like, 2 dudes and a donkey. Like, what? What the fuck is that?
519. 1.
That was too much.
60.
First one's a dud, second one's a stud. 71.
Random number for our next race, guys. We gotta.
This is for that post from on X there that he was just talking about.
Shit, you guys went and got all the names from that?
Yeah.
He pulled them off.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll probably jump on a Spaces with Twisted. You guys are more than welcome to join, but rattle off 10 or 15 people.
Let's go. That's gonna be dope.
Yeah, but I think everybody that signed up on that post is gonna at some point gonna be involved.
Yeah. See that.
It could take a couple of weeks, it could take a couple of months, but I'm gonna use it as a master list for a lot of stuff.
A pack of seeds could change somebody's life. Like a
Not even a pack of seeds, a fucking killer pheno could change.
Yeah. Everything. It really can.
There's some fucking shit out there that I would love back.
Yeah, I bet you have a list.
Hey, Spooky,
Yo.
grab your dog, shut that fucking duck up.
Yo. Which one? Which one?
Whichever one will get the job done.
If it's a duck, either one.
Hey, duck ain't too far from a chicken.
I guess Twisted could mute it. No, just kidding.
Tony Moose.
What do we got?
T-Dub Tony Moose.
Okay, I never heard of him. He's on X. Let me check this post out.
I don't think he's on X. Or is that the X?
Yeah,
that's from.
Oh, from the X?
Yeah, the list that you sent.
Oh, I thought it was the people that were in the live right now.
No, this is from that list.
Oh, there's no point in running that in here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my bad. I was talking about I was just gonna include them into the X in here. So do 2 people. I'll just include them into the X stuff. Wait, what was that? The guy that account was T what?
T-Dub Tony Moose. There's a dash between the T and then Moose. Tony Moose.
All right, since we ran it and he hit, I'll just include them. But yeah, no, I was just gonna include these folks into the X.
Let's go.
Into the X hunt. Because it's getting its own envelope, getting its own thing, the whole 9.
All right, 35 on. 43 watching. Uh-oh. Running it.
You got to account for the handful of people that are in here watching, cussing at the screen.
Trudeau.
I see Casual is trolling on the X. Casual.
Trudeau doesn't get nothing. He barely can't even get the giveaway he's already trying to get.
I'm going to see him on the 10th.
The poor guy's got to make it back over the border with all this stuff.
Oh, he can mail it himself.
Get it in your butt.
Yeah.
Tino will show you.
Yeah. How tight's that purse?
There's a shelf in there. I'm telling you.
That's the link to the post right there.
Yeah,
Spartan's Bane.
I'm on there looking right now.
Oh, actually, the second one.
What's it from?
The second one, I want to do. Actually, I want to do a clone because I got this. I got this OG strain that I want a couple other people to grow out. So I'm gonna ship it out to a few people. So the next one will be a clone. I'll send I have I have a couple of ounces left of it, so I'll send you guys some of the flour. You'll be like, I ain't seen this in a while.
Erica.
I like the OGs.
Lush.
Thank you.
So Erica, you can either take a clone or you can take candy, whichever one.
Clone or candy? What'd you pick in, Erica? What's up, Pearl? Thank you.
All right, I got my names. I'm gonna go eat dinner.
Yeah, run one for me real quick.
It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun.
Shout out in-house.
And I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up and kind of map out the X stuff, Twisted.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go. Have a
And
good
Ken,
night.
I'll give you a shout. I'll give you a shout later or tomorrow.
All right.
And then Spooky, have fun on your trip.
All right, thank you, brother. Later.
I'll see you.
Double D.
I got no followers on this shit, bro. This is whack.
I'm in the same boat on X. I don't really push it around.
Is that double DT? They gotta be in here. Let's go. Take a screenshot. Hit me up.
Hey, look, I found you, Spooky.
Where? Me?
Yeah. I found you on X.
Yeah, it's my regular name. I'm on in-houses right now. I had to... What's yours? Your name, right? Just your regular name?
It might be with the Z. Let me double check. Yeah, no, just Twisted QnA.
Add you right now. Let's go. I got a follower. You got a follower. We're up. I got double GT out. Just hit me up. Take the screenshot. Have a good night, Tommy. I'm about to go eat too. Tino, you gonna do something, Tino? Run it for Tino. He said run 10 packs. No, she.
Damn.
One because I don't have no way for you guys to pay shipping anymore.
Yeah.
Just go to the website if you want your free pack. Just go to the website. If you want extra something free, you know what I mean? You gotta DM me. Make sure I know it's you ordering on the website.
Screenshot that invoice. That receipt.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, guys, we got merch. We got everything over there. We got all the good stuff.
Support
you could, like all the merch is like pre-ordered. So you could just go in there. I'm going to change it all up here pretty soon. I'm going to add some more shirts, logos, all kinds of good stuff for you guys.
And yes, you must be 21 to enter the website.
Yeah, there's the shirts right now that I have. So I got to add like this one on there. Got these pizza boxes too. I'm going to bring the pizza box back, but
let's go. Fire.
I'll check you guys later. I'm going to get out of here.
All right. Peace, brother.
Oh, yeah. Who won? Double D?
No.
That's from Spooky. We got to run yours.
I'll wait for mine to be ready. Trying to get out. I was trying to leave you guys. I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
Now, make sure you guys are following Tino's current Instagrams too. He still goes live. He's got the Pie Maker Tino.
Roots Gardens.
Genetics 5559. Fives. And if I catch another motherfucker tagging Tino's Modelos, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah. Tell him.
You would get Roots. Roots is out overseas, right?
No, he's in Canada. You don't get nothing. You guys are on tariff watch. You have to get it from True Dope. You guys got to split a pack.
Yeah, that works out actually, bro.
All right, everybody, have a good night.
That Tasty Seeds, what? You
Let's
hiding out
go.
here on us? Let's
Who's
go.
Tino still owes me seeds from my giveaway like 2 years ago. Tasty T. Come through.
You've been gone for 2 years, man.
Spooky was just wearing your shirt.
Yeah, I wear your shirt all the time, bro. Look, I even saved this list. I have a list.
I was wondering who that was.
It has your name on it because you bought like a hat, a shirt, and a sticker from me, and it's my list. Like when I make it one day, I'm gonna get these people back. Like,
let's go. Oh shit! Look at True Dope's like, I'll do that. He's like trying to get his free pack any way he can. I'll do whatever. He can come to the United States to get his free pack.
I was wondering who that name was. I was like, what is that name?
All right, boys. I'm gonna head off for the night.
We're all gonna head off.
Yep. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for coming.
See you
Come back next week, Thursday, 5:30, around the same time. Everybody have a good night.
Peace.
Later.